how are you doing? Hogsgoth, how are you doing tonight? Hello, hello. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. My time away has been good for me mentally and been good for me just overall, so. All right, well, let's get going, boys and girls. We're gonna, first of all, welcome everybody. Welcome. We are gonna get into a brand new Interloper tonight. Analyst, my summer has been pretty good. Just kind of, you know, it's been a weird summer so far for me. Pretty hot here, but not too bad. We're gonna take our Snow Walker feat as well as Cold Fusion. I like those two because Cold Fusion gives you +2 on your air temperature, which is amazing at all times, and Snow Walker lets you get your stamina bar back faster. So, yeah. All right. Confirm that. We'll call this one new and fun. Who knows where we're gonna spawn? Who knows? We can spawn anywhere in the world. We'll see where it is. Griffin, how you doing, Griffin Shale? Foraging for food and water, the struggle for life in a world without masters, housed in a body that man has made dependent upon himself. Oh, we're in Forlorn Muskeg. Oh, that's an interesting spawn. I haven't got a Forlorn Muskeg spawn for a long time. Grab a couple of these here. Let's grab a couple cattails. It's a whole new world. Hey, Sergeant Studman, how you doing? How long do I play one character for? It varies. Usually up to about 100 days is like, after 100 days, it just becomes more of a testament to your fortitude just to stick with it after that, because there's not a lot to do with the character after 100 days except sort of fortify your position in the world. And kind of, you know, make your long-term survival even more possible. That first 100 days is probably the funnest in Long Dark, to be honest. My network is so bad, I'm outside with girlfriend, and I have seen you turn stream on, and I need to watch it. Aww, well, thank you. And hi to your girlfriend. Hi, girlfriend. All right, we're gonna try to get up here to the, but I don't know if the wolf's gonna let us or not. Any new tips for new players? I would definitely not start on Interloper if you're a new player. I would start on like Pilgrim, Voyager, one of those, and go from there. But Interloper, unless you have a lot of experience playing some survival games and stuff, I'd probably stay away from Interloper just because it is pretty hard. I mean, it's, especially if you have not played Long Dark before, or you don't really have, you haven't done a lot in it. Ooh, some nice stuff. I would say that if you're willing just to die over and over again, go for it. But you're gonna die a lot. Just also get just used to dying. Be very okay with dying, because as a new player, you're gonna die a bunch. Put that hat on, why not? And dying is just something you can't get away from. I mean, it's gonna happen. What time of day is it? Oh, it's evening, look at that. That's nice. Does this have permadeath? It's only permadeath lemonade. This game, all levels of survival in this game are permadeath. There is no respawn points. There is no, you know, dying and coming back and getting your stuff again or anything like that. If you die in this game, you are dead. And the only part of this game that doesn't have permadeath is the story mode. Story mode is the only mode of gameplay that does not have permadeath in it. So, other than that, you're pretty much, yeah, you're playing permadeath the entire time. Tip for new players, don't die. Well, yeah. Yeah, you don't die. That's the big tip for new players. Don't die. But, yeah, I mean, other than that, just, I would say play the story mode first if you've never played the Long Dark before. It's a good startup. And from every death, like Analyst is saying, from every death, try to learn something. Try to think about what you did or didn't do that caused that death. Because honestly, in this game, every death you have is going to be your fault, one way or the other. Actually, what's the audio here right now? Music's down a little bit. I'm gonna turn music up. Is there guaranteed Fire Striker locations? Yes, there are. You go to the loot tables right there, there's guaranteed Fire Striker locations. Okay, we did not get the hacksaw here. That kind of sucks. That makes me sad. Those are there's guaranteed starter locations for the Fire Strikers on Interloper. So what's so appealing about this game for you? You know, I think the thing I like most about this game, Lemonade, is that you can do whatever you want. The game is the ultimate open world game. There's no story. There's nobody telling you have to do things a certain way. There are ways you'll find that work better than others, but it's up to you to find those. And for some people, they find certain things work for them. Other people find certain things work for them. But I like the open worldness and the freedom that the game affords you as far as you approach it however you want. And it's pretty much up to you. And the only way to lose is to die. There's no other way of losing.
To escape
like Psycho's saying, it's the few games in the market where you are totally in control of your actions, and you can't rely on anybody else. You can't really depend on anybody else. There's no multiplayer, nothing like that. Nobody's gonna hold your hand in this game until you did things the right way or the wrong way. I wonder if I can sneak across this. Nope. Nope. I was thinking maybe I can't. Maybe I can sneak across it there. Oh my goodness, Venus Vicious with a 20-month double resub. Woo-hoo! 20 months. Thank you, Venus Vicious, for that 20-month Twitch Prime sub. You know what that means. You got that 20-month and you did it with your Twitch Prime, baby. Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub there. I really super appreciate that. Hope you're having a great day, Venus Vicious. Woo, woo. And it does it again. And it does it again. We'll just skip it that time. But yeah, I think like Psycho was saying, that's the unique thing about this game is you can depend on nobody. And your actions are all your own. Whatever you do in the game, right or wrong, it's you. It's you. Akita, hello.
Cold.
And I will say, I apologize to everybody who was looking forward to streams and stuff during this last week or so that I was off. I had some personal stuff going on in my life that I don't want to get into, but suffice it to say that I'm glad to be back. Glad to be streaming again. We'll do some more streaming tomorrow as well. Or not tomorrow, but Thursday as well as Friday. How many hours do I have in the game? I have about 5,000 hours. A little about 5,200 actually. About 5,200 hours in the game. So if you spawn in Forlorn, you're always going to get a flare here, which can help you get fires going, which is great. Now, we got nothing here. Goodness golly, Miss Molly. We're going to go for the forge. We're going to head over to the forge. I threw a rock on accident. Whoopsie. But, yeah. Well, you know, I just need some time away. And, you know, it was one of those things where it was like, it was a tough decision, but I think it was the right decision. My mind's in a better place now. I've been going through a bunch of stuff lately, so just my mind's in a better spot now. I'm ready to stream again, so, you know, I'd say that to anybody who wants to stream. Don't do it if you're not feeling like it. I mean, you know, you can push through certain things, but there's certain things you're just like, you know, I'm not really feeling it right now. And you gotta listen to yourself, so. But, yeah. We're back. I got some streams planned for this week. My weekends right now are super busy because the weather is amazing out right now, and I've been doing a lot of yard work on the weekends, which has been fun. Tires the hell out of me. My old body can't take it. Forlorn is a terrible place, or a hard place in the game. Not a lot of places to hide. Yeah, although Forlorn has some big advantages to it, too. The main one being all of the cattails. The cattails in Forlorn Muskeg are freaking amazing. And there's so many of them. There's so many cattails in Forlorn Muskeg. It just makes it worthwhile to go there. Especially early game. I love all the cattails in the game. Do-do-do. So we're going to go over to the Forge, because that's where our guaranteed matches are in this zone. Every zone you start in, every zone that you start in on Interloper has guaranteed matches in it. Forlorn Muskegs are at the Forge, and actually in Forlorn you have the option of just using the flare that you find at the train there. You'll always find that flare there, so that's a good thing to get. If you don't want to go over to the Forge, but what's my favorite thing in Long Dark? I love hunting the moose. He's always a challenge. Even with all the hours I have in the game, hunting the moose is probably one of my favorite activities. Well, cattails I will say are one of my faves. Yeah, sticks. If you got to say one thing that I absolutely love in the game, it's sticks. I love picking up sticks. Sticks! Jess Cryo, how you doing? How you doing, Cryogen? I do love me some sticks. I'll grab these rose hips real quick. Surprised we haven't run into any wolves yet. It's been kind of nice. And at the beginning of the game, just pick up everything you find. You don't have to worry about wait for a while. I'm just taking the cattail heads. The stalks. I'll take a head there. I think I have what, 6? Oh, I have 16 cattail heads. So I've got lots of tinder. That's the other thing about cattails that's so great is early in the game, they not only give you food, but they give you fire starting material. They give you tinder as well. Not that I want to have to use tinder a lot, but we'll grab some feathers here. I'm going to leave that deer for right now. Yeah, fill up on the fiber, baby. The internet was out when I got to work, the longest night of my life. Thank God for Twitch on my phone. Oh my goodness. Yes, thank goodness you can get it on your phone. Thank goodness for internet connections on your phone. Now your boss will be like, hey, make your phone into a hotspot and we'll use it for the entire company. No. You'll be like, no. My phone is for me to watch Twitch, sorry. I've seen you pick them up all the time, and now I carry like 5 kilos of sticks after journey to somewhere. Oh, heck yeah. Sticks are the ultimate. They're free. Sticks are the ultimate thing to pick up because they're free. And they, you know, sure, they weigh a bunch after you pick up enough of them, but they're free. They're a free pickup. Whenever you see a stick, pick it up. You'll never, ever regret having too many sticks. Trust me. I'm going to get my flare out just in case. Because wolves like to be up by the forge up here a lot. Only one feather, you cheap little bastard. Oh, there's another feather here. Oh, is that a Jerry? Jerry's can. We got Jerry's can, boys and girls. Woo! Let's go. We're really lucky, actually, that it's evening because it's the warmest temperatures. It's only -4 out right now. Of course, we're freezing, so we're losing health. But, you know, could be worse. Could be a blizzard right now instead of this beautiful sunset we're getting. Hey, look at that sunset. Look at that sunset. Oh my god. So pretty. Oh, there's a wolf. I hear a wolf now. I mean, we'll have to light this flare to light our fire anyway, probably. I'd rather not if I don't have to, but if we gots to, we gots to. No Aurora tonight. No, no Aurora tonight.
No power in the verse can stop
Hey,
me.
Zephyr, thank you for the follow there. I appreciate that. Ooh, a piece of reclaimed wood. Oh, give me that reclaimed wood. And another rose hip. So this is a pretty uneventful start so far. We haven't even run into a wolf, so... But that's the thing, though, is running into wolves, you'll seem to run into them a lot. Just remember where the wolves are, because they generally have, like, a patrol area or a spot that they kind of, like, habitate most of the time. And a lot of times you can just avoid wolves. You can just straight up avoid most of the wolves in the game. No. Bad doggy. Bad doggy. Ooh, we got combat boots. And we got a simple parka. Nice. Woo! And we got some gloves now. Nice. Really, Mr. Wolfie? No. No. Ath, I have a sad, funny story. So my 230-day interloper. Hold on just a second here. Let me get this fire started here, and then I will read that. Is going great, and realize I'm hungry, so I go to pause my game, get some food. I chill, come back an hour later. One of my siblings or pets somehow unpaused the game and sat and froze to death. Oh no! But hey, it wasn't 470. Hey! No, it was not day 473.
Fire's life out here.
Day 473 is a whole nother ball of wax. Get out of here, puppy. I gotta check around here and see if I got any stuffs.
Too cold to
No
think.
power in the verse can stop me.
Nope, nothing around there. Okay, that's fine. Let's go get our dog food. Thank you for following there as well. Right, why use the flare? Because I have no guaranteed lighting chance with the flare. I have no guaranteed light with the matches. The conserved matches, I'd rather use a flare. And then I'll grab a couple torches out of here. And from now on, I'll light my fires with torches. It was more a decision based on I didn't want to, well, number one, have that wolf attack me. And number two, I don't like lighting fires with just a plain match, because if you fail, then you have to use another match to get the fire lit. So now I have 12 matches, and I still have another flare if I need it. But now I have 12 matches, and I will only use one match per fire. Those are in pretty bad shape. I'm gonna wear... No, actually, you know what? I'm gonna wear those. Let's see. Let's break down this box here real quick. Oh, you know what we should do while we're doing this? Is we should make a little bit of water. There we go. Take a little more water. Now it's nice and dark. And thank you, Almakey, for the Almakey for the follow there, by the way. So 3, okay. And 40, like 42-ish. So 2, and then around 40, oh, 45, 2, 45, and 0. Okay, that was easy enough. Well, that was easy.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Work boots and a down vest. Holy crap. Well, we have more shoe items than we know what to do with. Alrighty then. God, that's a tough decision. The work boots or the combat boots? The main difference between the two is the work boots... Combat boots. The combat boots have that nice, juicy protection on them. And way more wet proof. But they'll take a lot to repair up, where the work boots, I can repair those once and get 2-2. I can get a 2-1. And these will be a 2-1 as well, I believe, if they're fully repaired. I will have to think about that. I'm gonna have to constipate about that one for a little bit. But yeah, just cryogen. That's why I used the flare, even though I had the matches. The matches are for my future. Those are for my future. The flare, I'll just use it now and be done with it. Yeah, I'm thinking work boots too. If the combat boots were in really high condition, I might almost stick with those. But it's a tough. They're sort of a potato, except for the protection and the wetness protection that the combat boots gives you is really juicy. It's really nice. But again, that's the thing, Cryogen. It's all up to your personal playstyle. It really, truly is all up to your personal playstyle. If you felt like using a match there, I'm not saying by any stretch that it would be a bad idea. I know the combat boots do look cooler. That's another thing you have to take into account, is the combat boots look way cooler. I'm gonna make up a tea here real quick. Craft up a old man beard wound while we're doing that. I was thinking the possibility of failing while the wolf was right there. Well, the thing about this place is, even though he was standing out there growling, the wolf doesn't really come in here. At least he never used to. Maybe he does now, but he never used to come in here. So, even then, I think we'd be pretty safe from him. Yeah, +5 style points, exactly. Alright, let's drink up. Get a little sleep. Okay, the real question is, can you even be constipated eating that many can you even be constipated eating that many cattails? No, Python Papa. And how you doing, Python Papa? Do you remember what your longest interloper run was and how many days you survived? Well, I don't have to remember it. We can go look in the files. We can go look in the files. It was 826 days. 826 was our longest interloper run. Okay, so we're
that
thirsty.
Guy who drank his own pee doesn't seem so crazy. Right
You know, he seems a little crazy to me still, buddy. He seems a little crazy. I'm gonna leave most of this stuff here still, just because there's not much point in taking it with us. I'm gonna leave a little bit of coal here because we're gonna come back here and do our stuff. So I'm gonna leave 4 pieces. I'll leave 5 pieces of coal just to be on the safe side. That way we got 4 coal on us. But yes, yeah, they will enter that. They will enter that barn area in Mystery Lake, or in Mountain Town. But yeah, this one they don't actually enter into. I'm gonna grab some extra torches out of here. Eat some cattails down. Yum, yum, yum. I never try to starve myself in this game. Because the well-fed bonus is just way too... It's way too tempting to starve yourself with the well-fed bonus. So if I got food, I'm going to eat it till I'm full. Because the well-fed bonus, the big thing with the well-fed bonus, even over the extra health it gives you, is that juicy 5% carry bonus. Killer Tuna, hello, hello! Not trying to be annoying, but gotta show off my new emotes. Oh no, that's not annoying at all. Boop-a-doop, and we'll give you a little shout out too. There you go. There you go. Oh, jeez. Way to take him down. Way to be like, no, Mr. Wolf, you do not get to take me. It's not in my game, is it? Oh, okay. Well, we spawned in Forlorn Muskeg up by the whatchamacallit, the waterfall up there. Bye-bye, Mr. Wolfie. And so we got a pretty good start. We got a pretty good start on it. We're gonna go to Mystery Lake, do a little exploring. Haven't found any tools yet, but we got a good shot of getting our bedroll there in Mystery Lake, so we're gonna go give that a try. We'll see if we get it at the camp office or not. And then we'll head off probably. I'm thinking Pleasant Valley Summit before we even do a forge run. I'm thinking Pleasant Valley, Timberwolves Mountain, into Ash Canyon, loop around and get our backpack and crampons, come back in, summit, come down, and then go to like Desolation Point for a forge run maybe. Like go all over the place, go crazy. Crazy, I tell you. Oh, look, there's more feathers. Yay. I like feathers. But no, it's going good. You sound so excited. Thanks. Stuff. Things and stuff. Yeah, we're gonna do things and stuff. That's what we're gonna do. Yes, the fog weather is what gets it for you. We're on day 1, Jamir. We've lived 0 days. We're on day 2 and we live 0.0 days. But yes, the fog weather, well, and we found some decent clothing. Early game Interloper is always pretty warm, to be honest. Early game Interloper is probably the warmest weather you're going to ever get in an actual Interloper game. It doesn't get real cold until about day 30-ish or so. It starts getting a little colder. I did 10 days for Zach, didn't save it on Twitch. Oh no, it didn't save on Twitch. No! So I did it again, died day 1. Oh no! Well, you know what, Killer Tuna? He will gather data from that as well. I don't know exactly what style Zach is doing with that stuff, but I know he's doing something cool with it. But yes, the fog weather, Killer Tuna, it's always warm when it's foggy. Fog is there's pluses and minuses to fog. Fog is really bad as far as visibility. And also wolves are really bad in the fog because they'll sneak up on you. But the upside of fog is that it's pretty warm when it's foggy out. The fog adds like a little layer of warmth to you that you don't get otherwise. So it's not all bad. Especially if you know where you're going. Forlorn Muskeg is probably the worst place for fog. Just due to the fact that it's very easy to get lost on the lake. And if you get lost on the lake, you can start walking in circles and die. So it's probably the worst as far as getting, you know, lost in the fog there, but there are benefits to it as well. I should have left all that metal at the forge that I found. Hey, we got a hacksaw! Huzzah! Now see, if we were really wanting to see, we could go to the loot tables. You can look up on there. When a hacksaw is in the high blind, you can see what loot table you're on, and then you would know where the rest of your gear is. So if you're starting out on Interloper, I recommend you use the loot tables if you want to. There's nothing saying you have to. There's some people who are like, ooh, that's cheating and stuff. And it's like, no, it's just a tool like anything else. Negotiator, how you doing? Hello, hello. See if we can pick these before we swap out torches. All right, now see, now the fog's getting a little bad. Now we have to be careful, because we can get lost. I know I need to keep going that a direction. Oh, but there's those juicy cattails over there. That's okay, there's juicy cattails over here too. Well, yeah, that's true. That's true, Python Papa. Get that hypothermic thing going on. That's no fun. Actually, the temperature right now with the fog is going up for us. We're actually getting warmer now. Hey, Geeter Gaming, how you doing? Welcome in. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Your name sounds very familiar, so I've probably seen you in a chat or two before. Okay, is this where we need to go? I think so. Stray came out today. Anything with a cat wins me over. Cats are awesome. I love kitty cats, so anything with a cat would win me over too. We might just stop and make a fire and chill for a second. I think you gave a 10 to 11 day break to streaming. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I had some personal stuff going on that I really don't want to get into, but let's just say I'm in a lot better place now than I was then. So that's the important thing. So, woo! Check with a 3-year, 36-month. Oh, everything's fine. Yeah, everything's fine. Is there a... Oh, check. Thank you so much. Let's give out some points and some hype. So you're saying, is there any lists that are just matches? I don't know of a list that are just matches. I know there are lists out there. I mean, I know where most of the matches are in the game. Pretty much every starting zone has matches in it. It depends what zone you're in. Let's just do some stick. If you spawn here in Forlorn Muskeg, they're at the Forge. If you spawn in Blackrock, I believe they're at what's it called? The Foreman's Retreat or the Woodcutter's Retreat or something like that. I'm not real familiar with Blackrock myself. If you spawn in Ash Canyon, they're down at the Angler's Den. Let's throw a piece of coal on there. There we go. If you spawn in, it just depends zone by zone, really. There are a couple weird special ones. There's always matches at the Grey Mother's house in Mountain Town. There's always matches in the in Coastal Highway up in the tower. There's always matches in Mountain Town, that area between Trapper's Cabin and when you climb up the ropes. There's a little cave down there that always has matches in it. Zone by zone, though, it's very different. There's a lot of what I call free matches in the game, where basically they're just matches that are in the game. They don't specifically stick to a certain spot. All right, Killer Tuna, have a good one. I've been getting pretty good at this game. Just started at Timberwolf Mountain Run. Nice. Timberwolf's a fun place to start from. All right, let's see if we can move it along here. I sort of know where I'm at, in kind of a sort of way. Oh yeah, we went way south of where I like to go. We're closer to the entrance to Bleak Inlet at this point. But there's not really, I haven't really ever seen a comprehensive list of like guaranteed matches in Interloper. But if you start in Desolation Point, they're always in the Hibernia Processing Center. If you start in Pleasant Valley, there's always guaranteed matches at the farmhouse in the basement. If you start in Forlorn Muskeg, of course, the ones are here at the Forge. If you start in Hush River Valley, there's actually 2 guaranteed boxes of matches. There's one. Oh, we got the snow shelter. Nice. There's a guaranteed box of matches in Hush River Valley, in Hush River itself, in the cave. Unicorn Felicia, woof woof. And there's also a guaranteed box of matches in Hush River Valley at the, there's also a guaranteed box inside the cave that has the Ice Wolf in it. That has Sketchy Wolf in it. Ooh, we got a wool toque as well. Nice. A couple little things of candy. Nice. Well, we could stay here if we wanted to. But I don't really want to. Gosh, it's so this is such a nice snow shelter. 91% too. But it's still early in the day and we got a lot of energy left. Let's just move it. Let's see, what other starting zones are there that I haven't mentioned? Yeah, I wish snow shelters were more durable and a little warmer, but that's just me. Let's see. Ash Canyon, of course, is the Angler's Den. Pleasant Valley, Forlorn Muskeg. Timberwolf Mountain. Timberwolf Mountain has 3 guaranteed match spawns. There's, of course, the one in the Mountaineer's Hut, which is the best one. There's also a guaranteed box of matches at the 3-Way Cave. And there's, of course, a guaranteed several boxes of matches up at the summit. But summiting early in the game without a bedroll, you can do it. I've done it multiple times. You just have to build snow shelters and have lots of cloth and stuff. But, aren't there HRV matches? Oh, jeez Louise. Oh, my good God. I think those are, as a matter of fact, Cryogen, yes. I don't usually go there, like, early, but yes, I believe those are. The cave west of Monolith, I believe, does have guaranteed matches in it as well. There's a bunch. I mean, most of them are guaranteed for Interloper runs only, to be in those starting spots that I told you of. But there's a lot of free matches in the game too. If you're careful and you look around, you'll probably find 400 to 600 matches in any Interloper run, which is more than enough. More than enough. Usually, by mid-Interloper run, if you're careful with your matches, you do a lot of torch walking, like I do, you'll have tons of matches later in the game. Do I like Stranger Things? I like Season 1. Season 2 and 3 I was not the biggest fans of, but Season 4 was really good. I thought they did a really bang-up job with Season 4, yes. Season 4 kind of returned to what made Season 1 so good. I've been playing Custom Voyager, some Stalker settings, so kind of a mixed challenge. Yeah, exactly. And that's the great thing about this game. You don't have to play it on one of the set settings. You can play it on any difficulty you want, really, by just upping and lowering difficulty settings on the custom game. So you can even go and do a custom interloper. Start with the interloper template and then change things a little bit. Oh yeah, no problem, Cryogen. Most of them are pretty, you know, self-apparent after you've played for a while. But there's always a few that I always forget about as well, like the one you're saying in HRV. Furred up with bear bedroll in front of a barn, burrowed in a snow shelter will cook you. Yes. Well, with the bear bedroll, you can pretty much sleep in a snow shelter pretty much in anything but one of the worst blizzards out there. Most of the time, snow shelter with a, oh! It gypped me. Most of the time, snow shelter with a bearskin bedroll will get you through most nights. Yeah, Blackrock is still kind of a mystery to me. I haven't played around a lot in Blackrock because much like Bleak Inlet, Blackrock has all those damn Timberwolves. And so for most Interloper players, unless you're playing something crazy like One and Only, you don't go to Blackrock until you're pretty well situated in the game. You go there after you have a bow and arrows and all that good stuff. You don't go there super early. Oh, it got unfoggy all of a sudden. Okay. Hey, Street OG! How you doing? How you doing, my friend? But yeah, Hush River Valley Cryogen is an amazing zone. It's probably, I would say out of all the zones, Hush River Valley is probably my preferred start point. If I had to pick one zone to start in, I would always pick Hush River Valley. Because the amount of loot that you come out of Hush River Valley with is so amazing. So amazing. All good, busy with a new job. Glad to be working. Oh, heck yeah. Nice. Yeah, it did do me bad, Unicorn Felicia. It teased me with a piece of cedar. It was like, here's a piece of cedar. Never mind. It was like Lucy putting the football in front of Charlie Brown. She put that piece of cedar in front of me, then she just yanked it right out. I was like, oh, 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 dang it. The nice thing about going to the camp office here is that we're gonna get something good out of it no matter what. We're either gonna get a bedroll or we're gonna get a mag lens. The camp office will always have one of those two items in it. It'll be a bedroll or a mag lens, guaranteed. So either way we go, it's not a bad thing because we either get a nice long-term fire starter or we get our bedroll. And if we don't get our bedroll, we're heading towards the Carter Hydro Dam anyway, so we'd be going down this direction anywho. Pick up all the sticks. Oh, I think Hush River Valley is probably one of the best designed maps. Ash Canyon's close, but Ash Canyon has some flaws that I wish they had done a few things differently with Ash Canyon than they've done. But I think Hush River Valley overall is probably one of the best designed outdoor style spots in the game. I really, really, really love Hush River Valley.
Come on.
Come on.
That didn't work.
Well, we'll do that.
All
Because my
right.
torch is now out. I only did that to make more torches. Because my torch was almost out.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Shh. You're gonna be fine, my friend. You need not drop any gear. I guess we can just... Nah, I don't need the torch right now. But I hope you all are having a great week. a great month, and I hope things are going well for y'all. All right, let's go in here and see what's we got. Camp office is always amazing. You get lots of cans in here. There's cloth that we can take down. We're gonna explore up before we do anything else. Get a couple more cans. Now we might get a mag lens. Okay, so we got the mag lens here.
Use this.
So we aren't gonna get a bedroll here. So we got no bedroll still, but that's okay. Our bedroll will either be at Alan's cave or it'll be over at the Winding River. So either way, we're going right through it anyhow. So, and not having a bedroll at this stage is not a big deal. It's nice, don't get me wrong, but we got the mag lens. So, you can't always have a winter chicken dinner, and we always get a cooking pot there, so that's nice too. Got some spray paint. Ooh, we got the herbal tea! Yay! Is there any food under here? Nope, no food. Another can. We'll come back down and get the cloth in a second. There's always a can there. Oh, St. Carl Bob is not here. Gosh dang it. There's sometimes a dead dude there that we call St. Carl Bob. Somebody started that. I can't remember who. I think he has a longer name even than that. So if the mag lens isn't down there, it could be behind these crates. So you can check there. If the bedroll was here, it would be either over here or it would be over here. One of those two spots. But we did not get a bedroll. No bedroll for us. Let's go downstairs and rip some cloth up. Get some cloth so we can repair our clothing. I think the mag lens in Long Dark shows somebody was really thinking the best fire starter in real life with proper tinder or charred material, enough sunlight. Oh yeah, totally. And that's one thing too, if you do get a mag lens, if you're ever gonna make a fire and you wanna like say make the fire for indoors, always go outside first. See if you can make a fire with a mag lens because it's free. And if you can make a fire out there, make the fire, light the torch and go back inside. And then light the fire inside. And you're set. You're good to go at that point. We're taking all the cloth, baby. All the clothies. They're all ours.
My energy is just
disappearing. Okay, well we got some candy bars. I'll eat those down. I think the candy bars are pretty safe. If we get food poisoning, I can make a tea and get over it. Might as well just eat them. And we'll eat some cattails. There's no waste of lighter fluid, butane, matches, or smacking a flint on something. That is really helpful. Yeah, totally. I mean, the mag lens Python Papa is the best in the game. Is that alchemy? Alma, I see it, Alma K. That's all I see, Alma K. Still can't find my way in HRV. HRV is a tricky zone. I'm not gonna lie to you. HRV is a tricky zone. Once you get it down, it's not bad. But until you get it down, it can be very, very, very challenging. Once you get HRV down, it's a fun zone to dink around in. Because with the connecting ice caves, you can go from one side of that zone to the other pretty darn quickly. Pretty darn quickly without too much struggle. All right, it's light out, so let's see what we want to repair. Gosh, everything's in pretty good shape except those crappy socks. I guess I can swap that out for a better hat. I can rip that hat apart. All my clothing that I found is actually in pretty decent shape. I mean, except for that, which I'm going to replace at some point anyway. My pants are a little low, and that's a little low. Let's just repair those up real quick. Rusty Beta with a 43-month resub. Playing this game during a heat wave makes me wish I could get stuck in the snow. Yeah, it's nice on a hot day. Thank you for that 43. Thank you for the 43 there, my friend. I appreciate that very much. All right, so we got those repaired up.
Just resubscribed for 43 months. A Tay Bear High.
A Tay Bear High. Well, a Tay Bear High to you too, my friend. All right, so we got that repaired up a little bit. I'm gonna rip those apart real quick. Sounds like a little bit of a storm's coming up outside. I don't like the sound of that. Oh, do I want to rip those apart? God, I hate ripping those apart. I don't really want to rip them apart. That'd make me sad if I had to rip those apart. We do need to make some water at some point. How many torches do I have right now? Oh, I got some torches to break down too, don't I? And I got a bunch of cans to throw in the cupboard here. Yeah, I got a few torches to break down. Sticks are always your friend. Always, always, always. Try to learn the way the ice caves connect to the areas. Remember, it's vertical, outdoor-only map. Yeah. So learn the cave locations, focus on gathering fuel and taking your time. Yeah, you know, and one thing that really helps is just play... Go into Hush River Valley like on a pilgrim run or something, and then you don't have to worry about animals ganking you all the time. That would be my biggest piece of advice. Just go in it on like a pilgrim or Voyager run, and just mess around in it. Then you don't have to worry about stuff like always eating you. I'm just gonna drink that down to a little bitty bite. There we go. All right, let's get a move on, folks. We got places to go, people to see, things to do. I'm gonna go see if we have a fire striker up here. I'm gonna grab a couple cattails. There's a wolf out there, but I'm just gonna grab these couple of cattails here real quick, because why not? That's exactly what you're doing. Yeah, it's a great way to get familiar with the zone. And there's not a lot of danger. And once you get familiar with Hush River Valley, you can then go into it at a harder difficulty level and be confident you know where you're going. Because really, the map knowledge in this game is, I'd say map knowledge is probably 70% of your survival. Is knowing where you're going, where to go if there's a blizzard, where to go if, you know, where the wolves are, where the bears are, where things can get you. And you know, juggling those risks along with everything else. So, hey! I guess I don't need to do that. It's like, why do I need to repair my wrist? It's not like I can't get a rock out with one hand. I can do one-handed rocks, unless I sprain my other wrist, of course. And then I'll need to do one. Yeah, the caves, honestly, I'll tell you right now, Alma, the caves in Hush River Valley, I get turned around in them sometimes too. So it's not just you. The caves there can start looking very similar. Just try to pick a couple of landmarks in each one and know when you hit that landmark, oh, I need to go left, or oh, I need to go right. Because they can get very confusing. Very quickly. All right, no fire striker, but that's okay. Can I get warmed up back here? Oh, I can. Look at that. Look at me. Look at me. Had to turn off sprays. They annoy you so much. They annoy a lot of people. You are not alone. You are not alone sometimes. I don't know if you... I think you can mountain goat down this cliff. Oh yeah, you can mountain goat down this. I wanted to go down here because I want to check on the bedroll. But I couldn't remember which side I needed to go on to mountain goat down it. Hey, UC! Hello, hello! Boopadoo. There we go. I'm at 36 kilos right now. Huh. 36 kilos. If I pick that up, I'll be overweight.
My fingers feel numb.
Hey, Stooley, how you doing, bud?
Feels like a lot of gear.
It's because it is a lot of gear, my friend. What's the plan for today? We're gonna do some long dark. And then we're gonna play maybe a little raft tonight if we get done doing what we want to do in long dark. But I think I may just be doing long dark all day today. Ooh, hey, there's a little dance for us. Well, Alma, this community is really awesome in that way. Lots of help. Lots of tips. And even if I don't know the answer or I miss your question, probably somebody in chat will see it and know the answer. You know what I'm saying? So it is a very, very good community of people. I hear a wolf. I don't see a wolf. There he is. I was gonna say, I don't see him, but I hear him. I'm gonna light a torch. I'm gonna light a torch for you, Mr. Wolf. We'll pick up these cattails when we come back for our forge run. Really? Hey, you keep running, Mr. Wolfie boy. You keep running, Mr. Wolf. Exactly. If I miss the question, there's tons of people who are super knowledgeable in the game who are here who will pick it up and do it. The renaming to Atheenon. That will never, ever happen, Stooley. I'm sorry to say that'll never, ever happen. So if you don't find the bedroll in the cabin, the camp office, there's two other places in Mystery Lake, sort of Mystery Lake and Mystery Lake adjacent to look for it. One of them is here near Allen's Cave, which if you come down here, it could be in the hunting blind. And then the other one is in Winding River in the cave there. So there's two more spots we have to look, and we're guaranteed to get it in one of those spots. That's why Mystery Lake is a great place to come to early game if you're looking for your bedroll, because a lot of the other bedrolls are kind of scattered around the world in weird spots. But you're pretty much guaranteed to get one. If you've been playing for a long time, especially on Interloper, is there still moments on Interloper where you have trouble? Oh, all the time. All the time. Where it's mostly Tristan, it's when I misjudge something, my shot doesn't go like I should, or I take a chance that I shouldn't. There's lots of times I have problems with Interloper still. I mean, I've learned to mitigate those problems really well, but mitigation of those problems doesn't mean elimination of those problems, so... You can learn to mitigate the chances of bad things happening to you on Interloper, especially if you do what I'm doing right now and you just walk around with torches while the weather's good. That'll protect you mostly from wolf attacks and that sort of ilk. Won't protect you from bears, you just gotta avoid those guys. But it will protect you from a lot. But that's the thing, is you never can feel fully safe. Okay, so our bedroll is in Winding River, boys and girls. We got no bedroll here, it's in Winding River. Yeah, wind is your worst enemy. Yeah, Interloper... Well, I think the one thing about this game, too, is because everything is permadeath, you never feel completely safe. Because if you start feeling safe, then something like day 473 will come along and go, yeah, you aren't as safe as you thought. Which is what happens. And that will, you know, that'll wake you up. I think the thing with long Interloper runs and really any long runs is what Stooley just said, complacency. You get complacent. You're like, well, I got all the good gear. I got my bow, I got my arrows, I got torches, I got all this stuff, I got food and water, I'm doing good. And then you kind of get complacent and you stop paying attention to your surroundings, and that's when a wolf will come up and sneak up on you and eat your face. And then you'll be like, or you freeze to death. Something like that. I know, the best mechanic of this game is permadeath. Yep. The permadeath, I think if this game didn't have permadeath, it would be a completely different experience than it is. The permadeath adds that certain amount of tension to the game that the game would not have without it. And it makes you be a little more cautious than you would in a game where you're like, ah, heck, I'll just go shoot a bear. If he attacks me, no big deal. I'll respawn and try him again. You know, you don't have that luxury. You don't have that safety. I like also how it forces patience. You can't just make everything in an instant. Yeah, well, I also like that it's not a build your way to survival game. I've had many people in chat say, would you like to see them add base building to Long Dark? And I'm like, not really. I like that your existence in Long Dark is a very nomadic... it's a very nomadic type thing. Yes, you can camp in certain areas and base up in certain areas and live in certain areas for a certain amount of time, but you are generally forced to eventually move along in search of food, in search of gear, in search of firewood, whatever it is. Living in a certain specific location, not only does it get boring, but it makes it so you don't have enough supplies there to really sustain yourself for a long period of time. And especially since all the decayable gear and food in the world begins to decay at the same rate the moment you spawn into the game, it actually gives you an incentive to go, you know, explore as much as you can early on in the game, because you want to find the clothing, you want to find the food, you want to find that gear before it decays into nothingness. So the game kind of pushes you to do that anyway, because if you don't, then you lose out on some opportunities to get certain things, to get certain pieces of gear, certain pieces of clothing. And sure, a lot of the clothing you replace later on in the game with crafted clothing, especially in Interloper. You don't need to do that so much in Stalker, Pilgrim, or Voyager, but in Interloper, the best clothing is all crafted. And so eventually you will replace your clothing with crafted clothing, but you still want to find the, you know, the sweatshirt. You still want to find the thin sweaters. You still want to find wool socks. You still want to find underwear. You still want to find a pair of combat pants, and that sort of stuff. So you are encouraged to go explore to get those items. Hey, I recently started playing Long Dark and I found a Polaroid in a highlighted spot on the map. Is there any reward or is it just a collectible? The reward you get if you go and map their house is it will expand a large portion of the map to your vision. Wherever you map from, it'll give you a wide view of that entire area. So your reward is that you get to see a whole lot of the map. But that's it. There's no actual. I mean, it is a collectible, but there's not like the map in Long Dark is rather poor to begin with anyway. But it doesn't give you like any special thing. Oh yeah, then you gotta exactly. You gotta worry about backup hides to repair your gear because your gear wears down anyway. The only complaint about Long Dark's important aspect are based on skill levels, while being luck-based instead of me sitting there being nervous about a fire strike and let me have a little mini game where you mess up once you have to start over. And if you mess up once, I have to start over. I get that. I like the skill levels. I wish they'd add more skill level stuff to it. I wish there'd be more skill level things to the game than what they have in it, to be honest. I'll come out and search these huts in a minute. Sounds like we got a dead deer up here, so we're gonna go harvest him and get some foods. And get a hide and some guts. And then we'll go into Winding River. Yeah, we can go into Winding River today if we wanted to. If we have time. Depends on how tired we are. Always close the gate. The wolves can come through it now. I'm sitting there like sweating the water bottle. I just drank because I'm nervous the fire won't start. I think the RNG provides early game catch. Late game, you rarely fail anything. Yeah. And if you have like lighter fluid or lantern fluid, you don't have much tension anyway. Because like right now, I can just go ahead and use my oil, but I don't want to. But I could use my oil and have 100%, you know, success rate. Now, if you have books, early game books are a great way to mitigate your RNG on fires as well, because your base fire starting chance with a stick or cedar at the beginning of the game is 60%, and a book pumps that up by 20%. 20% with a book. So, very, very nice way to get better stuff at the beginning. That's gotta. Oh, actually, no, we don't have to do that, do we? Because I have a hacksaw. And I forgot to eat.
C0 Oak just subscribed.
Hey, Cool K, thank you for the sub there. For 3 months. I appreciate that very much, my friend. Thank you for the tier 1 subaroo. I forgot I didn't have enough food to do that. I screwed up, boys and girls. I screwed up. And I almost starved myself because of it. 50 minutes till boil. And all I got was that.
No power in the verse can stop me.
Hey, Split Holmes, thank you for the follow there as well. I appreciate that very much. Let's cook up this meat real quick. Got a little bit of water now, so that's always a good thing. Hey, wait and see how you doing. Yeah, I've had a lot of crap going on.
Carry this
A lot
load
of
for
crap
much
going
longer.
on in real life, so I've been kind of absent from streaming lately. Wait and see. All right, we got an hour and 25 minutes. We'll eat down those. Chris Bakes with a 1 year, 12-month resub. Thank you, Chris Bakes, for that 12-month tier 1 sub. Thank you so much for that, my friend. I appreciate that very, very much. While we're taking the hide, we'll do that.
Subscribe for 12 months. Hey,
Hey, Chris, how you doing? Hope you're having a grand day. Hope life is treating you well. We'll grab some torches. We'll grab a torch. I'm going to add a few sticks to the fire because I want about 3 more torches out of it. Bleak Inlet, unfortunately, is one of those zones where Interloper is pointless to go there. Well, there's just... It's not like it's pointless to go there. There is stuff in Bleak Inlet. It's just that it's more of a challenge zone for Interloper. There's nothing in Bleak Inlet that really warrants you going there because everything in Bleak Inlet you can get elsewhere with way less hassle, and you know, late game, yeah. If you're living for like 600-700 days, maybe Bleak Inlet's a good place to go because you can go and you can repair your tools. But honestly, I just go make new tools at the forge. It's easier. Making tools at the forge is way easier than going to Bleak Inlet. Hush River at night? Oh, I love I love Hush River at night, Tristan. Hush River at night's awesome. All right, let's drop those. Drop all those. Now we're gonna sort our stuff out. So if I would say if I have any place in the game that I count as a main base, this is it. The main reason I think of this as my main base is that it's centrally located in the game to where you can go from here to other places. Oh, it's not, I'm just saying, Street OG, that from a tactical standpoint, going to Bleak Inlet does not provide it doesn't provide a risk versus reward for Interloper players. It's fun to go there. It's fun to go there and dink around in it. What's the plan for Maple? I'm gonna go to Winding River tomorrow. We're going to the Winding River, Jamir, and we're gonna get our bedroll in Winding River, and we're going to get other stuff in Winding River. Okay, so I have a rope that I need to drop. That rope is for going to the bottom of the ravine. So yeah, we're gonna go to Winding River tomorrow and get our stuff. Drop that. Always leave a nice little Jerry's can here. There we go. How much water I got? I got 6 liters of water.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
But yeah, we're gonna go to Winding River to get that. Because the ravine always has birch, the Winding River generally always has maple. So your loot placement soothes my OCD like no other. Oh, Cryogen, thank you for the tier 1 sub. First time subber. Double the points out to everybody. Aw, thank you, Cryogen. I appreciate you throwing that tier 1 sub my way. Thank you, my friend. That was very, very kind of me. Kind of you. Kind of me. It was very kind of me to throw that my way. It was very kind of you to throw that my way. Thank you so much. We'll check out the truck, see what's in here. Hey, we got some mittens. Now we might as well check this one out and then go sleep in the other one. Usually there's not a lot in these. A little bit of spray paint, which we don't need. Spray paint is one of the few things I just don't even bother picking up. It's just such garbage in Interloper. It's garbage, I tell ya. Wow, there is really nothing. There was really nothing in this trailer at all. Nothing. Not a zip. Zero. Hey, Omake, thank you for the tier 1 sub. For 6 months in advance. Holy crap.
Subscribe.
Oh, thank you so much. And that started a hype train. Hype train. Woo woo. Get those hype train emotes out there. Let's see, where's my hype train at? Do I even have the hype train? There it is. Hype train. Woo woo. Oh, I missed the chicken dance. Well, Alma, thank you so much for that. Oh, jeez. Jamie here with 100 bits as well. Thank you for the 100-bit chill out. I appreciate that very much. And we got a locker we can't do anything about. We're almost to hype train level 1. You crazy wild people. Thank you so much. Did we get that? We got that, right? Yeah, we got that. That's good. Okay. All right. So we're not super tired. Let's suss out our gear. It's, oh, jeez. Griffin with another 100 bits as well. Thank you for the 100-bit cheer. I appreciate that very much. Actually, this Forlorn Muskeg start wasn't too bad because we got a lot of cattails. We can ditch over, get our maple. We can tour around Mystery Lake. We'll find a heavy hammer in Mystery Lake, guaranteed. And then we can just head back to the forge and forge up stuff. Dadgone ads. I know those dadgone ads. I tell you, Python Papa. All right, let's drink some water. Let's see what we want to... Let's just kind of figure out what we got here. So I got a couple torches that are crap. I'll get rid of those. We definitely need to make some more torches before we do a tour de force. As if you can't throw the heavy hammer at wolves. Check! Thank you for the 100 bits as well! I'm gonna drop all those books back there. For shizzle. Let's make up all of our prepared birch bark. Oh, it's only one. Woof! Miss Candela! Hello, hello! How are you, Miss Candela? Let's make up all of our mushrooms. There we go. Griffin Shell just gifted a tier 1 sub to the community. Going out to CRISPR DNA.
Griffin Shale gifted
Hi, Miss Candela. How are you?
DNA.
Get ourselves nice and tired. And we got hype level 1 done, boys and girls. We're into hype level 2. Okay, we are completely tired now, aren't we? Yes, we are. Okay, we'll drink our water. We're gonna get some sleep. I am doing a lot better, Miss Candela. I've had a month. I've had a month. Let's just put it that way. I've had a month, but I'm doing better now. So I was just now boiling some sugar water boiling some sugar water to my starving bees. How's summer over there? It's hot. It's a wee bit warm. Not gonna lie, it's a wee bit on the warmish side, but not too horrible. Okay, so okay, but you know, it's not been too bad. It's not really warm there. Oh, it's been hot here. Oregon hasn't been too bad. We've had a few 90, 95 days. I think today the high was, let's see, what was the high today? What was the high today? Today the high was 89. So that's not too bad. My son in Texas is boiling. I know. You need to bring some of that weather. You need to bring some of that weather down here. It wasn't too bad today. 89's not too horrible. Okay, so we're going to drop the books. Actually, I'm gonna keep that book on me. So I like reading the archery books. Archery books are good to read. Ooh, we can go check out. Ooh. So I think what we'll do first is we're gonna breeze through. We're gonna go all the way to Winding River and not really loot anything, because then we're gonna come back and we'll loot the whole dam on our way back. Let's eat some foods real quick. They're melting in the rest of Europe, but over here, so cold flowers are hardly blooming. Oh no! There's a lot of stuff blooming over here, that's for sure. Blooming. It's blooming hot. Luckily, Oregon tends to have pretty temperate weather. I mean, you know, when it gets 90 degrees, yeah, we go, oh, it's miserable out. But then I look around and I go, oh, we don't have it that bad. We don't have it that bad, to be honest. We really don't. I'm going to leave these dog foods here until I find a can opener. Now, if you leave food out on a table, it'll never, ever go bad. If you put it inside a container, it'll eventually decay into nothing and rot away into garbage. So you never want to put it in a container if you can help it. Always leave it out. Always leave it out on a table, because it'll never go bad out on a table. So we'll leave that in there. I'm gonna take that. Oh, we got some water purification tablets. Nice. Nice. Okay, we got our teas in that. I don't need the whetstone right now. Okay, I think we're pretty well good. We will search up here real quick. Do you get snow in winter in our area? Not really, no. It's weird, Griffin Shale. We'll get like 3 days, and like every second or third year we'll get like a week where it snows really hard and then it freezes over and there's nothing else. We don't really get like consistent snowfall in Oregon, no. Some parts of Oregon do, but I live what's called the Willamette Valley. It is sort of between the coastal range and the Cascade Range, and so the snow usually hits the coastal range and falls there, and then it rains in the valley, or it goes over us, hits the Cascade Range, and sometimes when that happens, we'll get a little back up into the area, but we generally don't get tons of snow in Oregon. It's just not how we do. So, yeah, it's usually not that bad here in Oregon. Usually not that bad. All right. Boop-a-doo. Most of the time, it's rain, a little more rain, a little rain here, and a little rain there, some cold rain during the winter, and a little bit of warm rain during the summer, and there we go. Well, thank you all for participating in the hype train. We hit level 1, so collect your level 1 emote if you don't have it already. And thank you again, all 4 subs, 300 bits. Thank you very much to everyone who participated in the choo-choo. I figured I'd search up here just because that way I don't have to do it later. Oh, we got another shirt. Okay, we'll put the shirt on. It's garbage, but hey, it's 0.3%, you know, 0.3 degrees warmth, so why not? 0.3 degrees is 0.3 degrees. You can't argue with that. Well, you can't argue with it, but... Alright, we'll check down here, see if there's anything up over here. Nope. Why do I have a sprained wrist? Oh. We've lost a little bit of our stuffs. Because we're kind of tired. I didn't sleep the whole night through because I didn't really feel like doing it. I wanted to have today to explore a little bit, so we're gonna be a wee bit tired. This guy used to always have a bandage by his hand, but he doesn't anymore. Makes me sad. On Stalker, Pilgrim, and Voyager, there's arrows in the door. Just check for those when you come in. You'll usually find arrows in the door there. Sometimes there's an archery book out here, but I don't see it today. Take that piece of cloth, just because I am obsessed with breaking down cloth. There's never anything in there, but that's okay. Search these real quick. And then we'll head into Winding River and get our bedroll. Our bedrollio. Hey, look, there's another whetstone. UC, welcome back. Might as well search that real quick. Why not? Pick up a piece of metal there, why not? That metal is always there, by the way. Okay. We'll pick up the 3 sticks that are down here. 1, 2, and 3.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
Oh, shusha doodles. You're fine, buddy. You are fine. I'm gonna get a torch out just in case the wolf's down here. I don't think he's gonna be, but you never know. I don't ever go down there, though. I always skate up to the top of this. Oh, he's way down there. He's way down there. He's like over right above my torch right now. Oops, my torch is moving. He's right by my torch right there. He's way down below. Its story is not yet written. Damn it, write your stories, people. I wish I had been a backer of this game. Then I could have my own story in there, but nope, no such luck. Day 4, boys and girls, day 4. We've only been alive, though, for, what, 2 days? Just the way the game works. Days survived are counted in 24-hour increments. The day that you're on, though, is counted by, you know, how many sunsets and sunrises you've gone through. The days survived is the important stat, not how many sunsets and sunrises you've seen. You killed my rabbit, sir. You killed my friend. I was gonna kill him. You can't do that. We might just spend the night here we might just spend the night here in Winding River since we're gonna get a couple rabbits here. Boom. A Shirey! Hello, hello! Oh, dang nabbit.
Can't feel my hands.
Get a couple rabbits anyway. Woo, it got cold. Really quick. This is our first big blizzard that we've had. And there's our bedroll, boys and girls. Bedroll. Alright, well, since we're cold, we might as well go outside and get our maples real quick. So coming out of this cave, if you go up to the right here, that's where the maples usually are at. Now, I say usually because every great once in a while they won't be here. Generally they are, but every great once in a while you'll come up here and there won't be a maple. I haven't had that happen to me in a long, long time though, so I'm pretty confident they'll be here, but you never know. They could, you hate the rabbit squeal? Yeah, it's kind of heart-wrenching. There's the maples. Might as well get the mushrooms while we're here too. Remember, for every tea that you cook, and every piece of meat that you cook, you get a skill up. So you really wanna maximize your skill ups, especially early game, because getting cooking 5 is the goal, especially on Interloper. Because getting cooking 5 allows you to start eating bear and eating wolf. Pretty much, if it moves, it's dinner. Alright, there's no deer corpse over here, but there is a little bit of lighter fluid and a piece of fur firewood. Alright, we'll go back to the cave and chill out for a little bit. Yeah, it's 87 in Oregon right now. It's supposed to get up to 91 tomorrow. I'll believe it when I see it. Ooh, there's sticks right there. Hold on, I was getting a drink and then I saw sticks and I was like, ooh, there's sticks. The spraying sound always scares you. You know, Alma, the spraying sound is kind of annoying. It always gets me too a little bit. I'm always like, woo! I think they did that on purpose, though. They want you to have that visceral reaction to it.
Making me feel tired.
They want you to have that reaction to it. How many of those do? Okay, I got 9. Okay. Now, this cave here is the best cave in the entire game. Because in this cave, you can build a fire, and you can build a snow shelter right by it. And this will never get blown out. And I'm just gonna build a quick fire because I don't care. We're just gonna use up a thing there. There we go. All right. Let's throw a fur on there, piece of coal on there to warm it up, a reclaimed, and a whole bunch of sticks. Yeah, the wind never comes into this cave. Boop. Boop boop. Well, no, I'm just saying this is the best cave in the game because you can do that. You've always been able to make a fire in it, but the wind will never blow this fire out. You can stay nice and cozy in your snow shelter, and the fire will never ever get blown out by the wind. So even during a blizzard, you can stay in here and just chill. I'll drop those real quick. I may have misspoke there. All right, let's harvest up the little ribbity rabbits real quick. Get our rabbit pieces out. Ooh, that's a fatty boom batty. That's a big boy. That's a big boy rabbit right there. Oh, we can't do that. We have to get out of the snow shelter to do that. All right, let's take the gut there. Do shelters deteriorate if they're protected from the wind? No, unfortunately not. Shelters all deteriorate, whether protected from the wind or whatever. Oh no, well no, fires inside caves. The main reason this is a great cave, Miss Candela, is not so much because of the fire, but because you can build the snow shelter inside the cave. Most caves, they're bare rock like all the way out to here, so you have to build your snow shelter out here where it's not protected, and you can't build a fire out there to protect yourself, you know, during a blizzard or something. That's why this cave is so far superior to most caves, because you have that option to build the fire inside and not have to worry, and the snow shelter as well, and then you don't have to worry about it. The only other place in the game that's similar to that is in Milton, in the Milton Basin, where the secret cave is, where the secret tree is. You can do that in Secret Tree as well, but that's the only other place that has that available to it, where it's not restricted. Yum! Yes! We got that going on. All right, let's harvest up the hide. We'll do that with our hands.
I could just lay down.
I know you can just lay down. Secret tree, hoo-ha! Oh, secret tree. Secret tree is a tree that we only whisper of in legend. You never use snow shelters much? I don't either, really. I honestly do not use snow shelters a lot either. Just because generally snow shelters, in Interloper especially, are just kind of a waste of resources. I mean, in theory, we could have built our fire back here and been just fine. But it's fun to build the snow shelter and sleep in it overnight. Have there been any upgrades at all lately? Nope, nothing since Blackrock Prison dropped, really. All hail Secret Tree. There's a place, Cryogen, in Milton, where you can where you can put down a, where you can sneak in through a rock, and you can, there's a tree inside the rock. And so we call that secret tree. Hoo-ha! Secret tree, hoo-ha! Hey, we got the well-fed bonus! Woohoo! So, if you don't starve yourself for 3 days, boys and girls, you get the well-fed bonus for 72 hours. You get more health overall, which you can't see right now, but most importantly, we get 5 kilos of extra carry weight. Hoorah! Hoorah! Yes! We love the 5 kilos of extra carry weight. That's the best. Okay, so let's just make a little more water while we're here. What time of day is it? Oh, it's getting late. We'll just sleep for another couple hours. I'm not really sleeping to get my health back, but then again, I've not played anything lately. I guess I did not. I don't need to ask if you liked it. Hardcore fan as you are. Oh, Poison Thingy. Didn't play it. Poison Thingy? Prison Thingy. Oh, Black Rock Prison? Wasn't a real fan of Black Rock Prison, to be honest. I'm as much a fan of Black Rock Prison as I am of Bleak Inlet. It's an interesting zone to go and mess around in, but again, it doesn't have a lot of benefits to Interloper players. Really, the only thing Black Rock and Bleak Inlet have are the milling machine. That's the only thing they really have that's of any value to Interloper players. Yeah, Black Rock is up here. You can enter it from Timberwolf Mountain and through Pleasant Valley. The entrance from Timberwolf Mountain is a cave. The entrance from Pleasant Valley is at the end of the long road. You go into Keeper's Pass, north and south. There's 2 transition zones that they don't have on the map, actually, that you can go into from there. I dismantled that. It's 20 minutes. Okay, let's do it. So those are the ones. Hey, Atreyu, how you doing? Hello, hello. Good to have you here, my friend.
Kind of heavy.
Oh, my backpack's always getting heavy. But at least we don't have to worry about... Oh, I need to grab my stuff, though. Woo! Almost forgot my maples, my hides, my guts, my maples. Let's go! Woo! Let's go, baby! I guess I could just go sleep the rest of the night in the Winding River. Let's do that. That'll be more fun. I'll give you guys night vision. There you go. Have a little night vision, everybody. Just started a new Interloper on day 6 now. Woo! Yeah, we are on day 4. We're on day 4, baby. So we're like right there with you. Good to have you here too, Atreyu. Good to see you. But yeah, Bleak Inlet and Black Rock are very similar in style with all the Timberwolves. You got to learn where the packs are. You got to try to avoid them when you can. And that's the hard part. That's the hard part. It's just like remembering where they are and trying to avoid them if you can. A lot of torch walking. I just find the Timberwolves to be annoying. From an Interloper perspective. They're not impossible, they're just annoying. They're an annoyance. They're more annoying than regular wolves because once the Timberwolves sense you and they start attacking you, it's not like you can just walk away from them because they charge you and they circle around you and all sorts of stuff. Just the mechanics are way different than regular wolves. So, torches do still make Timberwolves afraid, which is good. And if you throw torches at Timberwolves, they'll eventually break, but it takes a long time, and you got to hit wolves with them. And Blackrock really doesn't offer, again, it doesn't offer a lot other than the milling machine. If you want to go that route late game, the milling machine is there, And an Interloper, you can make gunpowder there for an accelerant. You can repair tools there for a piece of metal. Which, honestly, to me is not worth it. I'd rather just go make another forge run and make some more arrowheads, make a knife and another knife and hatchet, go kill a bear or two or whatever, and do that. So, yes, a lot of new names. A lot of new names, Miss Candela. That's because we're growing and expanding. We need room to expand. My biggest enemy in the game is memory. I always forget stuff like taking my hides. Oh, I have to, like, consciously, Alma, I have to consciously, like, remember to do that. So, you are not alone. You are not alone. Ooh, we have a deer. You know what that means, boys and girls. Extra deer pelts. Woo! Let's go. Let's drop these here. Drop those here and those there. Okay, there we go. We'll go get all the coal we can out of this place. The other reason I didn't want to go back to the dam is, well, we wouldn't have had it with the blizzard, but the possibility of an aurora in the dam is a very scary proposition. You can't move around in the dam a lot when the aurora is going on. The dam is a nice place to go during the day. I don't like to go there. I don't like to go there at night. Riku, oh yeah, Riku's been here for a while. Riku's been here for a while, so. I love the Winding River Cave going over to Pleasant Valley. There's tons of fuel in here. Tons and tons of coal and other good stuff. Now that we have our bedroll, we are like styling and profiling. I usually take notes, but I forgot to do it sometimes. Yeah, I used to take notes, but I just kind of gave up on it. I always watch on YouTube different times. Oh yeah, time zone's always a difficult thing, Atreyu. I get that. I get that, but I appreciate the YouTube views. And boys and girls, by the way, if you are watching on YouTube, please feel free to leave comments, ask questions. I try to look at all the commenters on there. Sometimes I won't actually, you know, if somebody's like, "Hey, great vid, you know, thanks for doing it" or whatever, I'll just give them a thumbs up or something. Generally, if somebody has a question, I'll try to answer it on YouTube if I can. So please feel free to leave comments on YouTube. Also, hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube. It helps with the algorithm. It helps push our videos out there to more people as well. So, you know, also feel free to roast me on YouTube if you want to. I don't believe there's any such, you know, any such thing as bad criticism. So, if there's something you want, if there's something you're wanting to see or you're wondering about, always feel free to ask on YouTube. We need more Hadrian YouTube vids. We just need Hadrian. I know, Riku. We just need Hadrian back. I miss Hadrian. I've seen him every once in a while. He's popped by chat before and said hi. Maybe one day I can rope Hadrian into doing some more State of Decay 2 with me or something. That would be fun. Who is Hadrian? Who is Hadrian? Oh, you are just trolling right now. And if you haven't followed Hadrian or given Hadrian a love on YouTube, please go give him some. Please go give him some love. You know, Mark Wars has not been around at all. I haven't seen. I mean, I know the last time I saw him, he was talking about a move him and his wife were making to Texas for a job. And I haven't seen him, gosh, months and months. I'd see him floating around a couple channels here and there, but I haven't even seen him on any other channels. Oh, you have night vision, by the way. Sorry about that. But I hope he's doing okay. It's funny, I was thinking about Mark Wars just the other day, as a matter of fact. I'm gonna message him on Twitch. Now that you're bringing it up, I'm really gonna do it. I'm gonna message him on Twitch and say, hey man, hope your, you know, move went good. Hope you're doing well. Because I haven't reached out to him in a while, but I'm definitely gonna do that. Thank you for reminding me. But yeah, I haven't seen him around on anybody's streams for a long time. And, you know, summertime busy. I've been very busy this summer as well, Miss Candela. I've been very busy this summer as well. My summer has been, it's probably been the busiest summer I've had in probably 3 or 4 years. So, I totally get it. Which is one of the reasons I haven't been able to do weekend streams lately, because I've been very busy doing yard work and all sorts of stuff on the weekends, so... Lots of major landscaping going on. Not manscaping, landscaping.
Just need to close my eyes.
But, yeah, I've been a busy beaver as well. Have you been able to do tutorial vids yet? No, I've not. My life, Riku, since probably, oh gosh, March or so has just been so chaotic. I have not been able to, I've barely had 5 minutes to breathe. There's been a lot of stuff going on in my life that, like I said, I don't really want to get into, but I've barely had 5 minutes to breathe in the last, like, 4, 5, 6 months. It's just been very chaotic and hectic. So no, I haven't even had a chance to get anything going, and I'm disappointed more in myself than anything. But I know they were on my New Year's resolution, and I'm already halfway through the year, and I haven't done anything yet. Believe me. It's all on me, Riku. It's all on me. It's all on me. So, yeah, silly Af. With a silly hopes and dreams. Hoping and dreaming of a better day. All right, let's make a little fire here. All right, let's get this fire started. Let's see, can I do a stick? There we go. Well, things are a phase. It will pass. I know. It'll pass. It's been a rough year.
Come on.
It's so funny. It's like everybody's like, "Oh, 2022 and 2021 with COVID and everything were really rough years." And
That did it.
for me, 2020 and 2021 weren't that bad. I know for a lot of people they were, and I'm not discounting that. I'm just saying for myself, they weren't that bad. They were actually pretty darn good for me. This year has actually been a lot rougher than 2020 and 2021.
I need to eat soon.
And I don't know why. I can't put my finger on why exactly that is. But it just is, so. Boop. 22, 21, alright. Take a gut. Found kind of COVID time alright. Yeah, but see, my life didn't change a lot during COVID either. My job was still open. I was still doing stuff. It let me, I think, in a way, COVID almost focused me. I know that sounds probably very weird, but in a way, COVID kind of focused me a little bit. It wasn't horrific for me, I guess. So. Alright, let's find a place to put our bedroll down here. I mean, what was going on was horrific, but for me personally, it wasn't horrible.
This gear's starting to slow me down.
I know, buddy. Okay, so we need to drop off the hide and the guts here. For me, life just kind of continued on. It actually, COVID kind of freed me up in some ways, just time-wise. I didn't have a lot of distractions going on. There wasn't really, you really couldn't do a lot. I mean, like all the yard work that I'm doing this year, I couldn't really do a lot of it in 2020 and 2021 because you couldn't really go places and get the stuff that you needed to get to do it. There was a lot of places that were closed down and a lot of supplies that were in short supply, and so it was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna leave it till we're through this crap. So now it's like completely different. Okay, I'm just gonna let that kind of go. Get a little sleepity poo here.
I'm getting weaker.
I'm getting weaker. And by no way am I discounting all the chaos and hell that COVID brought around. I'm just saying that you know, for me it didn't affect my everyday life in a way that I think it affected some other people. So now everything's super expensive. Well, yeah, everything's freaking expensive as heck now.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
I know, it's all that water I'm carrying. Since I'm carrying, what, 14 and a half liters of water? I don't care. You're never ever in your life are you going to be sad that you got too much water. All right, I'm going to take a quick 2 and 2. I got to go potty real quick. I'll be right back, boys and girls. Hang out for just a second. I'll be right back. Alright. And we're back. And I gotta go back from the be right back sign. There we go. Alright. So we're back. We're gonna head back to Mystery Lake. We got all of our stuff on us. I could make a pool with that much water. I know, I could. A very small pool, but a pool for sure. Wow, the weather's actually pretty nice. It's only -3 degrees out right now. I'll take that. I'll buy that for $1. Oh, it's a little colder here in the wind. -9. -9. 9! Alright. Well, food is going to become an issue at some point. Luckily, we haven't really picked any cattails in Mystery Lake at all. I think we picked like 2. So we have the entire river to pick. We got the entire Mystery Lake to pick. We're still on a good schedule. And we already got birch and maple now curing. So we got that going for us. We could go to the ravine and try. Hey, Nux! How you doing, buddy? We'd go to the ravine and go to the bottom of the ravine and get our flare gun. That might be a smart thing to do. I was thinking of going to Timberwolf Mountain this early, but I'm like, we could do that, but then we got to make a forge run somewhere else, and I already got stuff set up at the forge. Hey, Brad! How you doing, Brad? But how you doing, Nux? I hope you're having a good one, my friend. Give Nux a shout out there. Go check out Nux playing some Dead by Daylight. Is that Dead by Daylight? Is that Dead by Daylight? Yeah, it looks like. Sure, it looks like Dead by Daylight. It looks like Dead by Daylight. No, wait a second. Maybe it's not. Is that Dead by Daylight? What is that? Or is that like Elder Scrolls? What was that? Well, go check out Nux. Whatever he's playing. He's an awesome guy. Nuxy boy. That was Skyrim. Skyrim VR. Oh, okay. Skyrim VR. Yeah, I don't quite get the VR thing. I'm old, Nux. It's hard to get me into something new like that, you know? I've been on a streaming hiatus, but we'll be back soon. Yeah, well, I was on a streaming hiatus too this last week, so... Last week and a half. I've just, you know, taking it easy, doing my thing, not worrying about it. It's been hard for me. It's been hard because I've been wanting to stream, but gotta hold myself back a little bit and be like, okay, this is the best thing for me right now. I'm not gonna push it, you know. We're gonna probably need to light this torch because I can almost guarantee Mr. Wolfie Boy's gonna smell it. Because we got a stank line on us right now. VR's changed everything. I was super skeptical about it too until I was put in by a friend and I haven't been able to stop since. Yeah, I'll let them youngins enjoy their VR stuff, exactly. I'll let you young whippersnappers. You whippersnappers can enjoy the VR. You can have fun in your virtual reality. I'll stick to reality. And video games reality. Well, I guess that's sort of virtual reality. Oh, I'm sure it'll become all the things someday. It'll be like in Real Player 1 where we'll have the full body suits, you know? And we'll be on a little treadmill running and we'll have the little bouncy thing. My husband's 42, loves VR, I don't get the hype. You know, everybody Venus Vicious is different. Everybody's different. I tried a VR thing at a convention one time, and I just could not get into it. That guy just really wants to bite the booty. He really wants to bite the booty. Just think, we played the first video games, yeah. The first video games. Well, and before that, you know, before actual console video games, it was all, it was arcade stuff. Pinballs, and then, you know, Pac-Man, and Big Doug, and Centipede, and all that sort of stuff. I mean, pinball machines were kind of the first thing, and that was, what, 50s, 40s, 50s, 60s, something like that? Asteroids, yep, I love asteroids. Defender, Pong, yep. My first gen was NES, yeah. My first one was the Atari 2600. Very basic. I loved Adventure, though. Adventure was my favorite game on that. Having to get the key, having to open the dungeons up, fight the dragons, stay away from the dragons for the most part, fight the dragons, run away from the dragons. Oh, I loved Adventure. That was probably my favorite game on the 2600. That game actually had a little Easter egg level in it too. Yep. Adventure had the first Easter egg in it. You had to go through a certain special area, and then you could find the little Easter egg area in it. Yeah, you learned that because of Ready Player One. Yeah, I mean, gosh, back then, that was word of mouth. That was the only way we knew about any of that stuff back then, was all word of mouth. There was no internet. There was no interwebs. We just had to learn it. I'll just put that out. I don't need it now. We just had to learn where the Easter eggs were. Well, and like, you know, I think that's what made, in a way, I think in some ways that was kind of like, there was some golden age of video gaming back then because there was no online guides. There was nothing to hold your hand. You could get some hints from friends about what you needed to do, but, you know, there was nothing to walk you through games. There was no YouTube to watch. There was no, there was nothing really other than a couple of friends you might have to really guide you through anything. So, like, when I played Knights of the Old Republic for the first time, the reveal of Revan was crazy. I mean, it I don't use the word often, but it literally blew my mind. Well, it didn't literally. It figuratively blew my mind. Because I was just like, what? I was like, I did not see that coming. What the heck? So something like that was like a major, you know, a major thing. Oh yeah, an old Doom God mode. Finding cheat codes for Hexen. Played Hexen back in the day. Finding cheat codes for that was like, whoa! You know? There was all that sort of stuff that you and it was almost Griffin Shale back then. It was almost like lore. It was almost like the Legend of God mode in Doom, and you had to really, really like be in the know. Yeah, touching to never give up. Exactly. Yep. You'd never give up on stuff. Or if you didn't have the fortitude, you would give up and just move on to a different game. But that's the thing, is back then you didn't have the ability you had today to just go out and find stuff. Hey, there's a sewing kit for us. I mean, I played EverQuest 1 back in the day when there was no online stuff for EverQuest 1. You could find, there were some maps for EverQuest 1, but they were maps that you actually had to download and print out because there was no real way to, like, access it while playing the game. You know, unless you were just very wealthy and you could afford multiple computers back then. You couldn't give up because in a day or two you had to return the cartridge. Oh, Evercrack for the win, baby. I had binders full of maps of each zone with notes on the maps and all sorts of stuff. Put my maps in like you know, page protectors. I put all my maps in page protectors, and then I'd write on them and stuff. Oh man. Those were the days, and you'd have the LOCs. I'd figure out where the LOCs for certain things were, and write those down, and be like, okay, this one's over here, this one's over here. Add second hacksaw. Boo!
All I can think about is food.
Boo! Boo, all I say. I played EQ1 in internet cafes on the weekends. Oh God, yeah. I actually went and played it at we actually had a internet, yeah, pretty much an internet cafe. It was like a game place that had internet consoles there. But that was the joy. I mean, EverQuest 1 was the joy of learning the maps as well. You know, you could use a map, but back in the early days of EverQuest, they didn't have in-game maps. You had to know where you were going. You had to figure out where stuff was. And it was a lot like it was a lot like Long Dark in that way. You didn't have a guide just showing you where to go. Smelly fries! Smelly Frizzo, how you doing, buddy? Woo! We got our torch. Now we could cross our fingers and hope for a heavy hammer here, but there's not going to be one. Did I miss the toolkit up there? I bet I did. Yep, I did. Yep, LAN parties. That was those were the rage back then. Yep. That's some old school stuff, Riku. Okay, let's throw some weighty stuff in here real quick. I should have left these boots behind. Should have left the boots behind. Leave the hacksaw here. I need to make a run real quick. Ah! I didn't mean to drop my bandage. No, I don't want to drop those. I'm just gonna throw those in a drawer here. There we go. Now we can just run back up here. I think I missed the toolkit because I was looking away. For me, old school was getting all your friends together and trying to guess webkins codes. I definitely did that when I got stuck on CQ duty in the army, lugged my whole computer so I could mud all night. Nice. We did miss the toolbox up here. I knew there was one up here. I just missed it. I wasn't paying attention, boys and girls. And it kind of blends into the floor, too. Yeah, the LAN parties were interesting. That was an interesting phenomenon that came out of that. I remember when Halo 2 was huge. No, Will Eggy Jr. didn't mean his end. I'm just bored with him. We'll get back to him someday, but people wanted to see me start a new Interloper, so I was like, okay, we're doing a new Interloper run. So we started a new Interloper. But nope, Will Eggy Jr.'s still alive and kicking. He's just doing his thing, and we're doing our thing. Yeah, kind of like what I did with the OG Eggy. I'll get back to him at points when I'm interested in playing him again, or a new zone comes out, or I'm hoping. I was hoping they'd have a new zone out by this time in the year, but you know, whatever. Gen X, Gen Y boomers are the best because we reminisce about cool stuff. Exactly, Cryogen. We reminisce about cool stuff. We remember a day when you actually had to go talk to people. We remember a day when you wanted to have an argument with somebody, you actually had to go track them down in real life and have an argument with them. You couldn't just scream to the internet. You couldn't to the internet. Well, we invented Kool-Aid, that's for sure. Oh yeah, the busting through Kool-Aid thing. Yeah, late game gets a tad boring. Like somebody was asking earlier, Smelly Fries, when do you play your interlopers through? And I was saying about 100 days, because after 100 days, you've kind of done everything, crafted everything, been everywhere you want. You know, there's not a whole lot left for you to really do. All right, Atreyu, have a great rest of your night. Thank you for coming by. Bye. We'll see you later. Bye. We'll boop you. Boop. You got a boop. You got booped. You got booped. Yeah, you know, back in my day. Hello, you have a collect call. Well, we learned really quick. Remember Cryogen when caller ID was just kind of becoming a thing? The trick we would use is if we didn't have any money to call, we'd call collect. They'd say, "Would you accept a collect call from so and so?" And they'd say no, capture the number on their caller ID and call back the payphone. Because you could call into a payphone for free. It costs money to call out of a payphone, but not call back into the payphone. So we used to do that all the time. We didn't have any money and we needed to call somebody. We just call them. They'd be like, "Oh no, we aren't gonna accept the charges." They go, "Sorry, they won't accept," and be like, "Okay," and then they just call back on the payphone 5 minutes later, 2 minutes later. There's a fairly large Sea of Thieves update. Would you and Games want to crew up again for some shenanigans one of these days? Possibly. My schedule is pretty slim right now, Nux, just because, like, this week I'm only streaming today, Thursday, and Friday for part of the time. So I'm probably going to stream Long Dark today, do some Long Dark Raft on Thursday, and maybe a Long Dark on Friday, and then I won't be back till Monday. My schedule's just kind of all up in the air right now. I got a garage sale going on this weekend out at my mom's, and all sorts of fun stuff. So, but yeah, no. If we do Nux, I'll definitely hit you up, man. If we do, I'll definitely hit you up. We can always use that fourth in there. But ignore me just using points. I would never ever ignore you. Yeah, my mom. Every year, my mom lives on a little dead end street, and every year they have like It's like a neighborhood yard sale where everybody on the street, well, not everybody, but a lot of people on the street will do yard sales. And so everybody kind of joins in, gets the yard sales going. So they only do it Friday and Saturday. I'm actually going to go out. I'm only going to go out on Saturday and help them out with the sale, but because Friday I got to work and stuff. But yeah, they're gonna have a garage sale, which should be fun. Should be good times. Good times. All right, let's get some of our water put away. Since we got tons of water right now. I love garage sailing. We just went to a couple weekends ago up in Clackamas County at the Clackamas County Fairgrounds, or Clark County Fairgrounds. They had it was sort of like a bazaar where basically the entire Clark County Fairgrounds
carry this load
were
for much longer.
one giant yard sale. There was probably 150 different people there. We put an ad on the internet, and then there's actually a garage sale website, yard sale treasure map that we put the ad up on. That's what me and my friend use whenever we go garage sailing. Is we use yard sale treasure map and go hunt down all the yard sales that are around, and it actually maps them out for you. It uses Google Map, and it actually shows you where they all are and directs you right to them. It's really super duper nice. And, you know, of course, the standard, you put a sign out at the end of the street saying, you know, neighborhood yard sale down here, and that draws a lot of people in too. That draws people in too. The neighborhood yard sale signs are always a good thing to have. Because whenever we're out yard sailing, we always keep an eye out for those too. We basically go, well, this is the one we want to go to, and then anything along the way we go, ooh, let's stop there too. It's like, ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. So, let's throw a little more cloth in here. I'm just doing solo raft. I'm just doing solo raft. Co-op raft is just too much for me. Because the thing is, in the future, Nux, I may do co-op raft, but right now I'm trying to figure out what to do in the game, and it's not as much fun when I can't figure it out myself. When somebody else is always doing everything for me, I don't find that to be enjoyable at all. Oh, they've added a ton of content. I'm actually probably gonna do a little raft tonight, to be honest. I'm feeling the Raft Jones coming on. I'm feeling a little Jonesy for a little rafty poo. Let's drop that book. That book. So I may do a little raft tonight too. I'm pretty far into raft. I've been having a lot of fun with it. They've added a lot of stuff to it from what I've seen. Why will that not fit in there? It glitches in for a second. It's because of those damn cans. The cans are too close to the edge. You need to go crash, Miss Candela. We'll have a good night's sleep, Miss Candela. Thank you for coming by and hanging out with us. I really super appreciate it very, very much. Good enough. All right, let's put down our crappiest pot. Let's put that up over here. There we go. We got some torches on us. That torch is garbage. We'll get rid of that. See you later, Miss Candela. Much loves. Much love. Okay, we're gonna drop that metal in here. There we go. It has been a long time. Well, it's a long time because of me. It's my fault it's been a long time. Because I haven't been on. I haven't been on very much lately, so. Oops. Whoopsie daisy. I wish I could find a pry bar. That would be kind of nice, but I haven't found one yet. Alright, so that's all empty. Haven't searched that locker yet. Later! Bye! Nothing in there. Let's go get some free water. Oh, we haven't even searched the safe of nothing. We haven't searched the safe of nothing yet, boys and girls. We have to go search the safe of nothing. Oh, it's getting dark. It's getting dark. I better stop tearing down cloth and just pick up the stuff that I can find. It's getting dark out. Hey, which is good because we're almost tired.
The universe can stop me.
Hey, Silent Eagle 75! Thank you for the follow, my friend. I appreciate that very, very much. I hope you're having a wonderful evening. Welcome into the channel. Welcome into chat. Everybody say hi to Silent Eagle. Hi, Silent Eagle. I'll pick up that spray paint can just cause. Another toolkit. Doop-doo. The one thing I don't like about the new dam is it pretty much has the same amount of loot as the old dam, but there's like 3 times as much stuff to search to get that loot. Which kind of is annoying. It grates on me a little bit. It's like, really? You couldn't put a couple extra Gugas in here for us? A couple extra things? Alright, let's go check out the safe of nothing here. This is the safe of nothing room. Hey, we got a second. That's a free sewing kit. We didn't even have to pay for that. Hey, candy bar. Nice, nice. I'm going to give you guys night vision in here because I'm not going to turn the lights on. Poor cat jumped from the very top of Cat Tower, twisted her leg as they landed. Oh, no! Poor baby. Yeah, cats try that. They get a little jumpy. They're like, I can do this jump, no problem. And you're like, no, you can't. And they're like, yes, I can. You're not the boss of me. All right, safe of nothing. Turn, turn, turn. Right about in there. We'll stop at 15. 17. 17 is our first number. Hey, Black Rare, can't see this game in the best of light. Really? 24. 17 and 24. And then 33 or so. All right. Will we get a head wrap? Will we get a head wrap? Come on, baby. Come on. Give me the head wrap. Give me the head wrap. Give me the head wrap. Maple syrup. I'll take that. At least it wasn't money. At least it wasn't money. I'll take maple syrup. Maple syrup is just fine with me, baby. I'll take some maple syrup. That's just fine and dandy. I'm gonna drop this toolkit out here.
If I don't rest soon, I'm gonna faint.
Oh, you're gonna faint, you big baby. Drop the spray paint here. Alright, let's eat some maple syrup. Maple syrup. Good. Eat that candy bar. You always get a book. A book or money is the most common thing out of there. Books and money you get out of there most times. The damn safe has been good to you lately? Has it been giving you some good damn stuff? Well, while we're in the dam, boys and girls, feel free to ask any damn questions you want. We'll answer all your queries about, anything about the dam. I've learned to remove my ear wrap before fighting a wolf or bear. Yeah, once you get the moose-hide satchel, you don't have to do that. But yeah, before you get moose-hide satchel, that's a good way to go. That's a good way to go. Oh, we aren't tired enough. Alrighty then. Is there anything I can break down while we're here? Boppity bippity boo. No. I could make up the prepared birch barks. Prepare those up. That's an hour and a quarter. That might get us into daytime. Sounds like quite the storm going on out there. Are ear wraps or headgear particularly vulnerable to animal encounters? Yes, they are. Ear wraps in particular, Nux, are very vulnerable to bear attacks and wolf attacks. They will wreck them very quickly. If they're not in pristine condition, they can ruin them really quick. They're super fragile. Yes, super duper fragile. So you definitely want to protect those if you can. So taking them off before a bear encounter is always a good idea. Taking them off, protecting them with a pair of, oh, really? Seriously? You are seriously going to make me destroy my combat boots, aren't you? So, yeah, once you get a moose-hide satchel, though, that fear kind of goes away. Because the moose-hide satchel, if you put that on the outside... Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now, game? The moose-hide satchel on the outside protects it very well. We spent half our day failing to get our stuff done. Half our day failing. That's so annoying. Yeah, don't even look at the ear wrap. But yeah, once you get a moose-hide satchel, if you put the moose-hide satchel out here and the head wrap in here, you never have to worry about it again. The moose-hide satchel is very resilient to any sort of animal attack. Even bears will knock it like 15-20% at most, and then it only takes a piece of leather to repair it back. And I say only a piece of leather after I wasted 3 pieces of leather trying to repair those damn shoes. It only takes a piece of leather to repair it. But, you know. Yeah, if you look at your ear wrap the wrong way, it will sometimes break. So don't look at it the wrong way. Yes, the outer, basically anything on the outside. That's vulnerable to attack. That is vulnerable to attack. This is vulnerable, which makes that vulnerable. Your shoes and your gloves are the 5. Those are the 6 vulnerable spots you have. Pants, the outside accessory, outside head, outside coat, whatever that is, gloves and boots. Those are the items that if an animal attacks you and does damage to your clothing, that's what it will mess up. All right, we're gonna go up and over. Because that's what we do. Yeah, your soul takes massive damage from a bear attack. That is true. The damage to your soul is incalculable. I'd actually say that the damage, when did crampons go from 10 to 2? It happened right about the same time BlackRock came out, Black Rider. It was right after BlackRock came out because they realized, oh, if you have full clothing from animals, plus the whatchamacallit, it basically they wanted people to wear the ballistic vest. They wanted people to wear the ballistic vest, so they were trying to encourage them to not wear crampons for protection. It put it so you could get with the crampons you could get over 50% protection without the ballistic vest, and they wanted to stop that. So they lowered it, but they did make them repairable. You can repair the crampons now where you couldn't do that before. So there's a positive and a negative. You can now repair the crampons. Yep, they nerfed the moose coat too. Yep, the moose coat used to be 25 and now it's 20. They nerfed the moose coat. They nerfed the crampons, which kind of pissed me off a little bit. I will say I wasn't real happy with that decision. I didn't agree with it. I thought it was a little cheap to do that, but they basically balanced it. They were trying to balance it out. That's what time capsules are for. Yes, you can play the time capsules and play before that. So the moose-hide cloak, they nerfed it by 5% protection, and the crampons they nerfed by 8% protection. They did make the crampons repairable.
I'm not sure I can carry much
so
more.
I guess you could say that making the crampons repairable versus having the extra protection may be worth it, because now I wear the crampons all the time if I get them. But Lorenzo, hey, how you doing, buddy? Bye. Have a great rest of your night. Thanks for the lurk this whole time. I appreciate that very much. So, you know, the moose coat should have been left alone. I think they were trying to stop people from getting over 50% protection. Oh, wow, I missed him. Can't believe that. I missed him. I threw right over him. Oh, the last update hasn't been since episode 4, yeah. So, basically, the last big update endeavor was last year in December, when they gave us, you know, when they gave us BlackRock and episode 4. That's kind of the last time they majorly updated the game. They've done a few patches since then, but nothing major. Boop-a-doo, ba-doop-a-doo. How many matches I got left? 8. I have eight matches left.
Need to find some place to escape this cold.
It's okay, buddy. You'll find some place to escape the cold. A grave. When you're in the grave, you escape the cold very easily. The ravine is a wonderful place, boys and girls. A wonderful place. Yeah, we've been in the dark for a while as far as what they're doing. Yep. Yeah, it's been pretty meager pickings for long dark enthusiasts lately. I'm hoping that at some point they'll give us a little more, you know, insight what's going on. But it's been kind of meager pickings so far. 2022 has not seen a whole lot from the long dark. I see more Twitter posts from Raph about games that he's playing than about long dark. So, but I'm sure that I'm positive that they're working on something. I just don't know what that is that they're working on. Perseverance Mills makes sense. I see Perseverance Mills makes sense for another region. I don't think it's going to be our next region though. Right now they're in the process, Cryogen, of moving survival and story mode apart from each other. So story mode and survival mode will no longer be dependent on each other to work. So things that come out will not be tied from one to the other. Yeah, decoupling from survival mode is a huge amount of work. The respawn timer for Birch, oh god, a couple of days. It's not that, it's very quick. It's very quick once you picked it up. So I don't know if Perseverance Mills is going to be their next zone. I don't think it is. Perseverance Mills will be episode 5. And I think they're going to come out with another zone for us between now and then. I just have this weird suspicion they're going to. But I don't know if they're going to or not. Oh, apparently they've already detached them. Okay, that's good. That's good to hear. Well, that's what they've been working on then. Of course, I bring a rope. And since I brought a rope, there's a rope right here. If I didn't have a rope, then there wouldn't be a rope here. Nice.
Might have to drop some gear.
Nah, you don't have to drop any gear, buddy. We'll just sit back here and get warmed up a little bit while we harvest up our ribbity-rabbity boos. Always see how it takes an hour with my hacksaw. It only takes 40 minutes with your hands. Always skin the animals with your hands. If you can skin it with your hands, it only takes 40 minutes at base harvesting level to skin an animal with your hands. Always, always, always do it. Because it's going to take long. It's going to take as long or the exact same amount of time to skin it with something other than your hands. Ooh, can I get a mag lens fire going, you say? Ooh, I can. Let's start a fire, baby. Free fire, free fire. Woo! Let's go free fire, baby. It's in the April post. You can post the link if you're allowed. Hold on 1 second, Endeavor. Oops. Hold on just a second.
Damn it.
Hold on just a second. I gotta pause. I have to pull out my other keyboard. Oh, I have to do exclamation point. Gosh dang it. It's always hard to remember what the codes are. There you go, Endeavor. Go for it. There you go. Thank you for posting that up there. They could easily connect the two in survival, just like Blackrock is connected to Pleasant Valley.
Come on.
With memory serves, you have to travel across water to get to Perseverance Mills in story mode, so I wonder how you'll get there in survival mode. Well, if you remember where story mode left off with, where was she? Where was she exactly? She was in...
Drop something.
She was in, well, I mean, she ended up in Perseverance Mills, but she took off from Coastal Highway, correct? So if you look at the map area around Coastal Highway, it could be north of Desolation Point. It could be over in this area. It could be over towards this area over here. It's probably got to be somewhere along the coast, though. You never know. And it'll probably have a land connection. It'll probably have a land connection, but it's sort of like, where's it going to connect? I think it was Desolation Point where she left from. Okay, well, it could be. It's been a while since I played story mode, so. Astrid is in the wind. Oh, come on. Just let me get up there. Jeez Louise. I know we're cold, but I want to get the deer pelts here. The deers and the rabbits. The deers and the ribbity rabbits. Which way is the wind coming from? It's coming from that direction? So if I build a fire over here, where it's protected from the wind for a little bit. Maybe you have to craft a canoe from a whale rib at Hibernia. That would be interesting. I've always thought, Cryogen, it would be cool if they added some sort of sailing feature. Not that you'd actually sail, but you'd have to get together stuff to sail, and then you would sail from one point to another part of an island or something, or maybe another island. Maybe another island altogether. Hoping my fire doesn't get blown out by the damn wind. The Riken could make the trip, just ignore the hole in the side and you're fine. I don't think you can ignore the hole in the side. I'm just spitballing, but I don't think you can, to be honest. I think that'd be it'd be probably a bad idea to ignore that hole in the side. Just probably wouldn't be good for you. Now we can take his hide, hopefully. Nope, gotta take his guts.
Feels like something is sapping my energy.
Excited for the season pass? Oh, me too. Personally, I'm very happy they're gonna do some paid DLC stuff. I think that's going to open up a whole new world. It's going to fund their next project, which I'm excited as all get out about. I don't know what it's going to be, but, I mean, if it's Hinterland. I'm going to support their next project, no problem at all. But it's going to fund their next project and bring cool stuff along in its wake as well, so. Well, look at that. We're all full up, baby. If you don't think it exists, it won't exist. That's how it works, right? Exactly. That's exactly how it works. That's always how it works. Didn't you know that? I need to take this hide. Need to take the hide, boys and girls.
It's getting dark out here.
Taking the hide.
Time to look for shelter.
Okay, we got 32 minutes left on that. Let's add a couple more sticks. Get the gut here. If Aster and Will were pinned against one another and the winner got to leave Great Bear, who would win?
I'm so tired. I could just lay down right
Probably
here.
Aster because she whines so much. I mean, Will would probably just commit seppuku and be like, okay, I can't handle this anymore. He'd be like, no, I'm done. I'm done. Done, I tell you, done. And we'd be all like, yeah, I can't blame him. Could you blame him? Yeah, he'd be like, all right, you win. I can't take this. I can't take it any longer. You win. Love the music in the game. Even the bears run away from the complaining, yeah. You haven't heard this track before? This is one of the best tracks in the game, Nux. I love this track in the game. I wish they'd like do new music, like, or do more music. I wish you'd have music going on most of the time in the game. Fluffy would win. They deserve to be set free. Fluffy! Fluffy! We love Fluffy. Fluffy. We love our fluffers. Birch is probably over here by the cave. There's always Birch here. Sometimes it's right in that little area right there. Sometimes it's over by the entrance. And then sometimes it's back over here right by the cave. Probably over there. I haven't played Long Dark in a long time, to be honest. I find it intolerable to play when it's hot like this. And last winter, I didn't start a new playthrough. Lots of new exciting stuff for me to come the cold season. Yeah, you know, actually it's kind of fun to play during the hot season too, because it's like, it almost cools it down a little bit. You're like, oh, not that bad. Not too bad. Yep, there's the birch right there. Let's get a new torch out. There's a birch. And again, who knows if the mainland is worse than this? Exactly. Probably the mainland's like got roaming bands of zombies on it or something. I almost want to drop a squat right here. Oh, it just blew my stuff out. I just want to cop a squat and get all this. If it doesn't get much colder, we'll just take it all. Heck to the yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Oh baby, yeah. Harvest harvesting to 2, my friends. 2. Oh my god. Why go outside for the 43 months? Woo-hoo! I love Long Dark. We have to do it 1,000 days on Stalker, kind of repetitive. Woohoo! Thank you so much for that beautiful resub for 43 months.
Why got sad just
Hunted Part 3. Oh yeah. Now you're speaking my language. Hunted Part 3, baby. That's what I want. That's what I want. You want an animal training DLC? Let me feed deer meat to the wolves and tame them. That would be interesting. Alright, we're gonna risk it for the biscuit, boys and girls. We're We could do something I do not usually recommend. We are rocking a 9-degree warmth bonus, which is not much. If we get a blizzard tonight, it could very well end our life. Eat down a little bit of food. Why have wolves when you can have talking fish? I know, exactly. I just want the rabbit hutch mod to be functional again. Rabbit hutch mod. What's a rabbit hutch? Is that where you could, like, actually capture rabbits and keep them? Was that a thing? Is that actually a thing? I only slept for 6 hours because I really don't need to sleep for help. See where we are. Okay, it's a little cold. It's getting to be a little cold in here. Gonna get a little colder. Can we slap a wolf with a salmon? If you only sleep 2 hours at a time, you aren't gonna die. It will get cold. As you can see, our warmth is going down. It's -6 in here now, too. But we aren't gonna die from it. So that's the good thing. That's the good thing. Okay. Let's pick up our bedroll. We're gonna leave those here because we got a little more exploring to do. Got a little more exploring. A little more exploring and splaining. You could capture them alive and put them in a constructible cage, and they would slowly procreate as you fed them over time. And then you could kill them and eat them. Well, once the game is fully out there, Nux, I think you're going to see a lot more people modding it. And the mods will actually be stable. Right now, most of the mods for the game are pretty unstable, because they got to be updated, and every new thing they add to the game may or may not conflict with what the mods do. So there is some of that as well. But I think once the game is, like, quote-unquote complete, or at least the base game is complete, we'll see a lot more of those mods, like, being workable. And there will be a lot more, the modding community will, you know, will really, yeah, a simple hotfix can ruin things for modders, exactly. But once they kind of get towards the stage where they aren't doing anything except, you know, paid DLCs, then you'll be able to probably mod it easier as well. Water Lily! Hello, hello! Mr. Rabbit, we thank you for your sacrifice. It will not go unnoticed. I've been forever since I could catch you. Hope your family well, Water Lily. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good now. I've had a pretty rough year this year, so I'm not gonna lie. This year has not been good to me. But you know, day by day, step by step, getting a little better. You know, and streaming helps a little bit with that. But I had to put a halt on my streaming there for a little bit just to kind of get some personal stuff figured out and taken care of. But I'm kind of going back and doing a little streaming now. So I've been playing with the Firebow drill mod on my current Interloper run. It's pretty handy. That sounds pretty cool. What materials do you have to make the fire drill, the Firebow? Is it like a gut and some wood, like a piece of cedar or something? Yeah, it's been a hard year. I've just decided though, Nux, that when things are bad, I just kind of take a break, get my head on right before I do anything. I was finding that at the beginning of the year, I was getting very short. It wasn't even I was kind of becoming a pissy biatch in a lot of ways. And it wasn't that anybody was doing anything wrong. I was just very short. You know, I just had very little patience or very little, I don't know, I guess just patience. So I was becoming very short, not only with people in my real life, but people on stream as well. And I don't like that. It's a quality I don't like about myself, and I I was just like, yeah, I need to take a little bit of a break and kind of get my stuff figured out before I get back to doing stuff streaming wise and stuff. Yeah, don't go watch a bunch of my videos from January and February. I was kind of a dick. I was kind of a dick. But that was more personal stuff that was going on than anything anybody was doing. It had nothing to do with anybody other than me. And I take full responsibility for it. But, you know, I've sort of figured out most of it, but I still have bouts where I'm just kind of like, meh. So I kind of made a resolution with myself starting in about June that if I wasn't feeling up to it, I wasn't going to push myself. And it's so far it's worked out for me pretty good. Hey! Heavy hammer! That means it's a forge time, baby. That means forge time is coming. Woo! Let's go to the forge, my friends. Yeehaw! It's hammer time. Oh! You can't touch this. Smelly fries, have a great night. We'll see you later on, buddy. Because, you know, mentally, streaming can take a toll on you. Life takes a toll on you. But mentally, streaming kind of took a toll on me in a way. And other things in life were taking a toll on me, too. And it was just like, okay, I need to take a breather. I need to just kind of take a breather and get good with myself, so... And no, Raph, we gonna be making forge music. Oh no, we're gonna be rafting here in about 20 minutes, UC. We'll get to the forge probably on Thursday. I still gotta go down to the bottom of the ravine, and come back. So we'll probably do the forge on on Thursday. There you go. That's what you were looking for. I know it. I know that's what you're looking for. We'll do things and stuff. Oh, it's cold all the way back here. Wow, it is a frigid day out. Can I make a Maglens fire, though? That's the trick. No. Then never mind. We'll use one of our precious matches. Use our last book to make a fire. Woo! Let's go. Nope, we're gonna wrap up probably about 15-20 minutes with the long dark. Play a little raft tonight. I only have a couple hours to play raft. I'm gonna be wrapping up probably about 8 my time because I want to get some good rest tonight, and I gotta get to work tomorrow and do a whole bunch of stuff. I'm gonna hang on to that. I'm gonna get rid of some sticks. Grab this venison. Put that down. Get a little tea going here. Harvest up a little bit of meats. Yeah, I've actually been quite enjoying the new raft stuff that's come out. It's actually pretty fun. I mean, it's still the shark still bothers me, but you know, what can you do? What can you do? The shark will always bother me. Let's do 2 liters of water on that. By the way, Atheenon, hang in there. You have a great attitude towards your demons. My family and I have legit have lived in an RV, 30-foot RV for over 2 years, but a month ago we finally got a nice house on 28 acres! Oh, that's awesome! That is awesome, my friend. I'm so happy for you. That's such good news. That makes me happy for you, Psycho. That's awesome. Shark Week is coming. Oh, shoot. Yeah, Brucey gets annoying in Wrath, but you know, I've learned to deal with him. Yeah, my demons are my demons. You know, there's nothing you can do about it. You just gotta, you know, you either, you know, I've gone. Believe me, I've gone through my moments. We all have those moments where the demons just seem very overwhelming. And honestly, I don't have all the answers for it. You know, we are gonna have a lot of rabbit hides, a lot of guts. When we come back from the forge, we are gonna be styling and profiling, baby. But you know, I've dealt with my demons poorly in the past as well, Psycho. So it's not like I have any magic formula for it. It doesn't get easier, I guess, over time. The demons are always there, kind of lurking beneath the surface, you know. And sometimes they rear their ugly heads, and it's a bad day. Sometimes you can tamp them down, and it's a good day. But most of the time, dealing with them is probably the toughest of any of the options, because you actually have to do a lot of, you know, self-reflection and kind of looking upon yourself and go, how screwed up am I? And that's not easy for any of us. Seeing how screwed up we are is never easy. And that's the hard part, is like being objective enough to look at it. And believe me, I don't look at that very often myself. I don't look at that often enough, as I should. I am gonna actually fix my sleeping bag.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Drop that. Drop that. Break that down. Growth is a marathon, not a sprint. Yeah, it is. It really truly is. Unfortunately, there are no easy answers to growth. There's no quick and easy solutions. As much as I'd like to lie to you and say there's not. And anybody, it's sort of like they said, he said in The Princess Bride, you know, life is pain, and anyone who tells you differently is selling something. Because life is not easy. Life is long and life is hard. And it's how we approach it and how we deal with it that can make all the difference, because it's all on us to make it either good, bad, indifferent, whatever you want to call it. But life is neither easy or short. Let's break that down into that. I'm gonna basically sleep till I'm not tired anymore, and then we're gonna go to the bottom of the ravine. We already have the rope hung over there. What's my weight right now? 23. I'm gonna take all the water with me, because then we can go down to the bottom of the ravine and take a snoozy poos down there. There's usually a deer at the bottom of the ravine that has like 2 kilos of meat on it, so that's what I'm banking on to be there when we get to the bottom. Alright, we got 26 on us. Let's grab that as well. We have enough fuel, right? Yeah, I got enough fuel for a little bit. I'm gonna grab a couple more pieces. Whoa! I'm gonna grab a couple more pieces of coal. Gotta back into the cave because I can't see crap. There we go. I just wanted to make sure we had enough fuel for the bottom. The main reason I want to go to the bottom of the ravine is because the bottom of the ravine is one of 2 spots in Interloper that you can get the flare gun. The other one's at the summit, which we're not even near. And the summit has 8 shells, the bottom of the ravine has 4 shells, and that's all you get for an Interloper run. So I think actually, though, I may be incorrect on that now. I believe there is also a flare gun in Keeper's Pass North or Keeper's Pass South. I can't remember which one. But there's a flare gun there as well, but I don't know if it comes with any shells. I've never Never found any shells there myself. So, take that for what it is. It's like, it doesn't seem to be much good to you if it gives you a flare gun and no shells. So there is actually 3 flare guns, but flare gun is sort of a secondary thing. The shells are what you're wanting. The shells are what you need. The flare gun's great and all, but without shells, it's just something that you can carry around in your backpack. And with only 12 shells in the game, the flare gun never ever gets to a point where it goes bad enough that you can't shoot flare shells out of it. I've never gotten a ruined flare gun. Or ruined a flare gun. It's funny, there's no wood. There's no wood right there. Usually there's a piece of wood or... Oh, there's a couple sticks. Much like Long Dark, Growth is a marathon. Long Dark is a marathon, not a sprint either. Long Dark is very similar to it in that sense.
The cold is making my head feel thick.
Yeah, I know it is, buddy. It's gonna be okay though. It's gonna be okay, my friend. You're gonna be fine. Hard to see anything down here. Trying to see if there's any feathers around, but I don't see any feathers. They're probably there. I just can't see them in the dark. You guys can probably see them with the special night vision, but I can't see them.
For a bit.
All right, let's go get our flare gun. Flare gun's always right over here. Get the gun, and 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sometimes there'll be a stem. Well, there's always a stem down here too. Sometimes there'll be a candy bar or something laying around. Oh, it's a guns book. Yay! Guns, guns, guns! Boats, boats, boats! Like guns, 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 but it's boats, boats, boats! Hey, there's another piece of coal. Couple sticks. Grab a few more mushrooms. Get myself a... Yeah, all right, Becky. I must say, I love. I do really.
Can stop me.
I have a soft spot. Thank you, Crazy Elephant, for the follow there. I do have a soft spot for How I Met Your Mother. I've now watched that. I've probably watched How I Met Your Mother like 3 times, all the way through. All what 7 seasons of it. I didn't even mind the way it ended. I know a lot of people hate the way it ended, but I didn't mind the way it ended. 9 seasons. Okay, I've watched all 9 seasons then. I can't remember how many damn seasons the thing has. I didn't even mind the way it ended. I know a lot of people did. They were like, I didn't like it. Like, yeah, whatever. Yes, How I Met Your Mother is a show. What? It was like early 2000s, I think it was made. Neil Patrick Harris is one of the big guys in it. He was in it. What are stims used for? So stims give you an instant burst of energy when you use it. Your energy meter gets full and does not go away until the stim is done. You also get a 15% health back from a stim. And that's what a lot of people use stims for, is to get that insta run, and you get 15% back from it as well. So 05 to 14ish. Yeah, the stims are very, very helpful. The stims are mainly helpful in those really dire necessity places where, like, you've been attacked by a bear and your health is really low. A stim can help get you back. It can help get you back that health that you lost. I'm gonna burn this guns book because I have no use for it whatsoever. I'm not even gonna read it. I wouldn't even wipe my butt with that guns book.
Come on.
So yeah, stims are great. And in Interloper, there's approximately
Thank goodness
there's
for that.
approximately a 11 to 12 stims in the game for you in Interloper. Yes, we're playing on Interloper. Oh, look at all that meat, baby. Oh yeah, meat's back on the menu, boys.
Too much stuff to carry.
And girls. Today you're 57. Well, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Riney Beef. Happy birthday to you. And many more. How you doing, Riney Beef? Good to see ya. But yes, we're playing on Interloper. Yeah, this deer down at the bottom of the ravine always has a insane amount of meat on him. I don't know why. I think he's just built that way. He's just built that way, you know. Oh wait, I can do that in the cave. I'm going to get this hide. Oh, I can't do it out here because he's not unfrozen enough. Gosh dang it. All right. But happy birthday, Riney Beef.
Right now.
I know you want to eat. That's why we got this meat cooking. That's why we got the meat cooking. You silly goob. Oh no, I don't go to Bleak Inlet on Interloper really. Bleak Inlet on Interloper is kind of just a waste of time in my opinion. I just don't really like Bleak Inlet on Interloper. It's a lot of work for very little reward, and we're only on day 6. We're only on day 8. We've been alive for 6 days. We don't have a bow and arrow yet. We haven't been to the forge yet. We don't have a knife or anything. Oh, I got 2. Look at that. I'm gonna throw some stickity boos in here. Cooking 2, baby. I'm gonna do up a liter of water in each. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Bleak Inlet. Bleak Inlet and Blackrock Prison, to me, Crazy Elephant are more. They're they're fun zones to go to when you don't have much left to do. When you're like, I want a challenge, and you go, okay, I'm gonna go to Bleak Inlet. I'm gonna go to, Blackrock Prison, because I want a challenge. They're sort of late game challenge zones, in my opinion. So, I don't really usually spend a lot of time there early. So does every region have a forge? No, only Forlorn Muskeg and Desolation Point and Broken Railroad have them. Those are the only ones that got them. There we go. That right on the edge. Oh, wow, we are going to have to get a fire going here. It is cold out. Boy, we got inside just in time. That blizzard just came down on us, like, right now.
Come on.
Hey! Fire. You bad fire. Bad fire. I'm going to use a little accelerant. I'm going to cheat and just use my accelerant. Because I don't care. There's a forge in Ash Canyon? No. Nope, no forge in Ash Canyon. I wish there was. If there was, that would be so OP. If there was a forge in Ash Canyon, that would be awesome. That would be awesome if there was a forge in Ash Canyon. I wish. I'd want to start. I want to get all my starts in Ash Canyon. But yeah, the only 3 zones that have them are Broken Railroad, which is kind of, in my opinion, Broken Railroad's kind of a worthless zone to have it in, because there's one right there in Forlorn and it's outdoors. So why would you go anywhere else? But yeah, unfortunately, yeah, there's no forge in Ash Canyon. I sure wish there was though. Good God, that would be like, I would be all over that. so fast. You got 26 arrowheads on your save yesterday? Nice. Arrowheaded up. Yeah, usually I try to take, you know, at least 8 pieces of metal to the forge, because that's what you need basically, and then everything else you can just craft when you're there. You can craft up as many arrowheads. I try to get the knife, the hatchet, and as many arrowheads as I possibly can craft when I'm there. Hey, Owly Nuggets, how are you doing? We're gonna tee our way up. We're teeing up. Owl Nuggets missed me singing to you. Yeah. Miss the singing, Owl Nuggets. You snooze, you lose, buddy. I do love new cooking where you can do other stuff while you're cooking. It's really, really super nice. Allows you to prepare up things while you're cooking other stuff. Not singing, sangin'? Oh, I was sangin'. I was sangin'. Sorry, Righty B. You missed me sangin'. I was using the proper English. Do it again. Oh no, that's a one-time only thing. That is a one-time only special. Doesn't come to the channel very often. Sit out here. The weather's nice and cold, so it's making the fire last longer for us. This fire is losing hardly any time at all on it, which is great. I've been snoozing for about a week with no internet. It actually sucked. You know, it's actually good to unplug yourself for a while. It's actually good to unplug yourself for a while, honestly. Go out, touch some grass. I don't even know what touch grass means. I hear people use that all the time, and I'm like, what do you mean touch grass? Why, I mean, I don't understand. I'm too old. Yeah, we didn't touch grass. We played in the dirt. Exactly, Rhiny Beef. We didn't touch grass. We played in the dirt. That's what we did back in the day. I'm assuming that touching grass is some sort of insult or something, right? That's some sort of newfangled insult the kids use these days. It's go touch grass. Stop sweating, kid. That's what it means. Oh, okay. All these newfangled things you kids come up with these days. You know, back in my day, we just said, don't be a moron. Don't be stupid, you moron. That's what we used to say back in the day. If somebody was being a moron, we could just be like, don't be stupid, you moron. And we just go about our business. And people knew what you meant. It meant you don't be stupid. It probably is some kind of meme. Probably is. Get off my yard, damn it. Stop sweating, kid. Okay. Well, hey, if it makes him happy to say stop sweating, kid, I am all for it. All right. Well, that was
if the hypothermia
that was a productive night. Okay, let's drink some water. That one grandpa at Walmart. Pretty much, yeah. Yep. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, crazy. The older I get, I become that one grandpa at Walmart. I'm like, good God, just take that screaming kid out of here. I don't want to hear the screaming kids. Get him out of here. For God's sake. You know, back in my day, we'd put a muzzle on that kid. We'd put a muzzle on him and we'd have a leash on him. You know, that's just how it was. Nobody would bat an eye. Oh, whoa! No, we didn't. Well, a leash we did use, actually. Actually, child leashes are not a bad thing for, like, small kids. So, just for example, my son was one of those kids that just did not like holding your hand. He didn't like to be held, and he didn't like holding your hand. He was one of those kids that liked to explore. He liked to walk on his own, and he was very independent. But, you know, you can't let a 3-year-old walk around on their own. I mean, especially if you're, like, at a place that's super busy. And so the good compromise was one of those little, you know, child harnesses that had, like, a little 3-foot leash on it. So that you could let your kid have his space, but, you know, he wasn't going to be grabbed by Chester the Molester at the same time. You know, because you don't want that to happen either. So, you know, it was a good compromise. It was a good compromise, you know? Yeah, you know, and it's not for every kid. I'm not saying it's for every kid, but for my son, he was just a very independent person, and he didn't like being held. He didn't like to hold your hand when you were in a store or something. So it was just like, okay, there you go. It's a good option. Now, of course, you'd probably have some Karen, you know, calling the cops on you for child abuse or something. And it's like, what's more abusive? Having him sort of in semi-control but having freedom? Or having him running around the store, you know, maybe getting abducted or something? I mean, come on now. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Really now. All right, let's do this. T-circles are common ritual, yes. Unfortunately, right now, Crazy Elephant, the T-circles are a little bit broken in the sense that the fires, if you're not careful, the fire will actually burn the tea and make it undrinkable. And so you have to be very careful. You've got to put the tea down, let it warm up, and then if it says hot, it's going to be fine. If it says it's going to be so many minutes till it's burned, you have to have the tea down like this, and you have to pick up the tea and move it to another location and let it warm up again, basically. It's kind of a pain. I've been hoping and praying at some point they'll fix that, but they haven't done it yet. You jiggle the tea, exactly. You jiggle the tea around. You jiggle it around a little bit. Yep, you gotta jiggle it around. Make sure that it's not burning. I mean, it used to be you could just drop them by the fire and you could drop it, you could set it and forget it. But now you gotta be a little more careful, you know. You gotta be a little more on the cautious side. Because if you aren't, it burns and it goes bye-bye. So. Some Karen, yes, some Karen once told me the world is gonna roll me. The Karen wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed. Like most Karen, she was looking kind of dumb. Okay, we'll just stop there. She was looking kind of dumb. She was looking kind of dumb. Need I say more? Well, we are pretty well set now, boys and girls. We have birch. We have maple. We have guts. We have hides. Deer hides as well as rabbit hides. Enough to make pretty much everything we're going to want down the road. So, we're going to head back to the dam, drop off all of our stuff, pick our metal up, chop up a few little lamps and stuff to get a few more pieces of metal. Then it's forge time. Then it's time to go back to Forlorn Muskeg and go to the forge. Wow, the rabbit's already respawned here. Oh, I forgot I had that. Oh, I missed you, you dirty little bastard. Might as well reload that just in case. Bye-bye. Rabbits respawn pretty dang quick. That was a pretty fast respawn time on those buggers. Well, that'll give me a little more rabbit hides and another rabbit hide and another gut. With her finger and her thumb, you heard me in. With her finger and her thumb saying, I need to talk to your manager. I need to talk to your manager. I work in retail, so Karens are particularly annoying. Luckily, we don't have many of those, but it's always... I've worked in retail most of my life, and 98% of your customers are totally awesome. They're fun, they're friendly, they cause no problems whatsoever. And it's 2% of the customers that are 98% of your problems, usually. It's that 2% that always has to ruin it for everybody. It always has to be the pain in the butt. The most of them aren't a big deal. Most of them are friendly. They enjoy, you know, talking to you. They aren't rude. They aren't mean. None of that. It's just that small percentage that put a bad name on everybody. Ooh, we have so much good stuff, boys and girls. So much good stuff. Holy crud on a stick, man. Holy moly, macarolis. Look at all those guts and hides. We got the birch over here curing. How many matches do I got left? I got 6 matches left right now. It's gonna be tricky. It's gonna be tricky. I'm not gonna bother cooking the meat up because I don't need to. But we are gonna get some sleep. Yeah, people with miserable lives like to make other people miserable. They feel better when other people are as miserable as they are. People who have happy lives like to see other people be happy. You know, for me, there's nothing greater than seeing other people's success because, you know, I look at that and I go, hey, if I work hard enough, I could get that too. If I want to. I don't have to necessarily do it, but if I wanted to, I probably could. And that's kind of exciting. That's kind of like, yeah, it's a good goal to have, you know? Aspiring to be better. Instead of settling for the same old mediocrity. Ooh, it's cold, but that means the wolves won't be out. So let's grab all of our stuff, go back to the dam. Grab our metal, grab our coal. Heck, I'll even take the meat with me. Why not? Or you can live off cattails. Oh, I am living off cattails right now.
I'm gonna have to leave something behind.
Cattails are like my main... Cattails are my main food source at the moment. I'm just gonna get my water back real quick. I know I'm freezing out here, but that's okay. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine, boys and girls. It's gonna be fine. At least this is a small enough zone I can easily find my way back to where I need to be, so. I mean, theoretically, I could live off birch bark tea if I wanted to. If I was very cautious, drank birch bark tea when I needed to sleep, let myself starve during the day otherwise. Drank birch bark tea when I needed to sleep, get my calories back. I think Kimiyota actually did a birch bark tea challenge where all he did was live off birch bark tea. He didn't eat anything else in the game. Which is crazy.
Can't feel my feet.
I mean, it's crazy cool, but it's crazy.
Die if I don't warm up soon.
baby. Yeah, the constant passive healing helps a lot, Frantic Dan. Yeah, Birchbark Tea, Frantic Dan is probably one of the best things they've ever added to Long Dark, in my opinion. In my humble opinion. Just because it gives you such a, it gives you such a boost when you need it. You know what I'm saying? There we go. Fresh guts for everyone. Stupid chair. Get out of my way, stupid chair. Stupid chair, be gone! Be gone, stupid chair! You shall not be in my way. Oh, that bench is gonna be totally in my way too, isn't it? No, no, it's not actually. Okay. That box is in my way, though. That box is totally in my way. As is the metal cart. We need the metal anyhow, so. One of those Alone contestants was living off rose hips. I've been watching the new season of Alone. It's really good. Season 8, I think it is. That dude got himself a deer with a bow and frickin' arrow. That was the most amazing, awesome, cool thing I think I've ever seen. I was just like, mad props, dude. Doing it Long Dark style, baby. That was so freaking cool. I was like, Ricky, I was holding my freaking breath when he was like, when that came up, when he was doing that, I was like, oh my god, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? And then they started showing the blood trail. It was like frothy blood. It's like, oh yeah, that deer got a lung hit. He is going down. I was so stoked for that whole thing. It was like, oh my god, that was so awesome. And then that smoker he made was freaking amazeballs. Oh my god, that smoker that he made, the little wood, the little hut smoker that he smoked all the meat in was just like, oh my god, that is so freaking cool. I really like Alone. I think it's a great show. I mean, sure, some of it's staged. Probably some of it is. All reality stuff is staged in one way or the other. I think out of the reality shows that are out there, though, I think probably Alone has the least staging that goes on with it. I mean, every reality quote-unquote show is going to have something that's staged in it one way or the other. But that one I think has the least amount of stage stuff in it. Oh, Survivor Man's good too, but there's staging that goes on with that too. I'm just saying for actual, like, being out there with nobody to help you, Alone is probably the realest of the bunch. Because even in Survivor Man, he knows he's doing it for a certain number of days. They know where he's at all the time. In Alone, they know generally where they drop them off, but unless they hit that panic button or the exit button, they aren't coming to get them. They aren't coming out there to help them out or nothing. They make like visits every once in a while for health or welfare or whatever. That's about the only time they actually come out until they tap out. But yeah, Survivor Man's really good too. I do like Survivor Man too. Yeah, exactly. I just think Alone is. It's so funny. I can always tell the contestants on Alone that are getting ready to leave because it's either A, they start waxing poetically about their family and how much they miss them, and B, they aren't able to get any food. They haven't been able to get food. Those are the two reasons most people leave Alone. They either get really lonely for their family, or they just haven't found it. They haven't found a good food source yet. It's sort of like, in that way, it's a lot like Long Dark, where if you don't have food, you're probably gonna crash and burn pretty quick. And alone seems to be the same way. I saw that. She was, oh god. When she came back in, that was so scary, Ricky Bobby. That was crazy. I was like, oh my god. I was pretty much, I was like 90% sure that she was gonna have to call for help. Because hypothermia is no freaking joke. She could have died, and her speech when she came back in, she could barely put 3 or 4 words together, which is classic hypothermia. Yeah, and well, she had constricted legs in her veins. She actually gave herself first-degree burns trying to warm herself back up. That was some scary stuff, man. That was insane. That was like, holy crap. She could have died right there. If she didn't die out in the water. That was, I was like, legitimately like, whoa. That is crazy. Okay, so we got all this stuff on us. I got 11 of those. I got some sticks. I'm gonna drop a couple pieces of coal here. Take some coal with us. I have 5 already at the forge. See, we already got birch here. We got maple at 81%. Oh, man. That is so close. How about the guts? Oh, we got cured guts here, too. You know, I think I'm going to do it, boys and girls. I think I'm going to do it. How many feathers do we have now? We got 21 feathers. That's enough for 7 arrows. Yeah, nature is unforgiving. I'm going to take 3 birch with me. Even though this maple is not cured yet. We're gonna take it with us, and we're gonna cure it at the, Hey, Food, how you doing, buddy? We're gonna take that, we're gonna cure it at the, not the trapper's cabin. We're gonna cure it when we get over to the, camp office. God, I couldn't think of the camp office. The word the camp office. Okay, we got 16 metal with us. We got everything else we need with us. Blah, 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 blah. Good. Okay. I'm gonna take the dog food because we'll be able to choke that down once we get a knife. And I think we're good to go. We're just missing food at this point, which we're gonna get cattails going down the river. So, all right. Well, boys and girls, I am going to wrap it up here tonight. I was going to play some Ref, but I'm starting to feel a little tired, so I'm going to listen to my body. I'm going to wrap it up tonight. We're going to head to, on Thursday, we're going to head to the forge, start forging up, doing some of that stuff. But for right now, I'm going to wrap it up for the evening and just kind of go decompress and get my stuff going on. Got a few things I got to do around here as well. Let's see if we can find somebody lovely and amazing to give a host or raid to. We're kind of early tonight. We're on the early side. So let's see who we can find. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, goodness gracious. But I appreciate everybody coming by. I hope you all had a good time. I had a fun time starting this new adventure tonight. Boop-a-doo, ba-doopy-doo, ba-doopy-doo. Gosh, there's a lot of VTubers streaming this game, aren't there?